10, 9, 8, 7. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say, don't do that. NASA takeoff
I'm
here.
just kidding. And we're live. We decided to come on a little bit early. So, hi, Factual. How are you? Good to see you. I'm here
Factual
with
in the house.
the
How you doing,
president of
man?
the United. Excuse me, President. I'm the ex-president. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I was speaking. I wanted to introduce my special guest tonight, which is
President Brandon.
President Brandon. So you need to put that in your name, President Brandon.
hmm
You
I don't know how to change the name.
don't? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's when you go to come into StreamYard, then it tells you to turn on your camera and you can edit your avatar, and at the bottom it'll have your name, and you change it to whatever you want.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's not very hard, Chuck. No, I'm kidding.
They
I don't
might
know.
not know who. Nobody would know who I was then.
They'd be like, "Oh my gosh."
Yeah.
Um, Wanted to say hello to Dub Wilkinson.
Hello, everyone. Good to see ya.
Hello, Factual. You're the only one here so far. Anyway, so it says we got 3 watching. Ooh. So how you been doing, Chuck?
Can't complain. Really.
Yeah, I guess it
Just
wouldn't
had
be
an
a
interesting week last week. I think I told you. I
yeah.
had a drunk driver
Yeah,
try to cut in front of me.
wait to tell that story. But I want more people to hear that story.
Mm. Well, wait
Uh,
until I get the video.
well, you can still tell it, and then it'll still be a shocker when you get the video. He was in a bad accident last week
Oh, wow.
with his tractor trailer.
Not good
It
at
wasn't
He
all.
hit,
bad for me, but it was bad
well,
for,
it
yeah.
could have been.
It could have been, yeah.
Hi, Annie. Hi, Danny. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Awake. Good to see you guys. Now y'all popped in here at once. Right on.
Heck yeah.
Good to see you guys. Hi, Doctor. Good to see you guys. Yeah, we decided to come on about 30 minutes early. Um, as you know who I am, Mr. 666 Trump. My name is Trump. And then my special guest
Drunk.
is the President of the United States, Mr. Brandon. So, I'm just kidding. So, anyway, we thought we would come on here and say hi. I'm just kidding. Uh, Hi, Chris. How are you? You see, you're not blocked no more. I had to unblock him. I guess I accidentally blocked him for some reason. So it's been a few weeks since he's been able to come in. But anyway, uh, hello everybody. Glad you're here. You want to say hello?
Hello. Good to see everyone here.
Of course, we've got Dub here, and then we've got
Dub. Good. Always good to talk to Dub.
Mr. Dub. Sometimes I think he should just take over the show.
No, we
hmm
don't want to do that.
It would be okay with me.
We'll leave Michelle in charge.
Nah. But anyway, so I just thought I'd say hello, and we're gonna have hopefully a decent live tonight. We might have a couple people come on, tell us their story. Hopefully they do join in here in a little bit. We'd like to get some new people on the panel, see what they have to say. Um, a lot of people can come on the panel for all we care. We want, I think that's an awesome thing to do is to get people on the panel and listen to their story, see what's going on with them, see what they need to say or get off their chest, or for us to just get to know them. Hi, T. How are you? So, yeah. So,
Always good to hear some new people.
right.
It is.
Yeah, it is. It's so you can kind of put a face to the avatar. I know you can't put my face to this one,
Or a
but
voice. A voice to the
a voice,
avatar.
a voice to the avatar.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I meant. But anyway, so yeah, um, I do have a few things tabbed up, not a whole bunch. Um, Danny sent me a couple of them, and I had a couple of them myself. Well, actually, 3 of them are from Danny, I think. But I'm gonna wait for a few more people to come in before I do my one that I really want to get out. But so anyway, I guess we can play some. Everybody doing okay? Other than that, I hope everybody. You want my story? Factual says.
Yeah.
Sure.
I just want to say hey to Chris, Danny, Target Individual, Chris, or is it Awaken the Sky, Dr. Red Dirt, and DB. Yeah, Factual, you come on here, man. Tell us your story.
Right.
Yeah. Actually, if you want to, Factual, you're more than welcome. If you're gonna let me,
I
if you
heard
want.
him. I heard
Oh,
him the other night. He came on Uncool Paranoia's live stream.
oh, cool.
I could tell it was him by his voice.
Yeah. Cool. Cool. Well, for all you Vegas people out there, I do want to play one short clip real quick. I I really thought it was important. So, anybody that knows anything about the Las Vegas shooting, um, the star of the show was Mr. Joe Lombardo, which now again he's the star again. So, Joe Lombardo was the sheriff of Vegas, of what's the county?
Clark County.
Clark County. Well, guess what? He's now the new governor. And thanks to Danny, he sent me this clip. And so I'm going to play it just so you guys can all see. And then this just goes to show money talks. Money does talk if you do the right things. You do what you're told. So I wanted to play this real quick. I thought it was pretty funny. Let me hide this. And here we go.
We are your local election headquarters, and 8 News Now investigator David Sharns joining us now with the latest totals in these big races, David.
Yeah, Brian, Denise, so we will have a new governor come January, Governor Joe Lombardo. This is, that check mark just appearing on screen in the last couple of minutes there. I was going to do one myself, but here's how Joe Lombardo got there. You see our state here with those blue and red counties. Here in Clark County, where Sheriff Lombardo is sheriff, he was trailing Governor Sisolak by 5 points. Up in Washoe County, was tied. Now, keep in mind, Governor Sisolak became Governor Sisolak by winning here in Clark County by 13 points. You see here Joe Lombardo winning this race by about 20,000 votes with more to count. All eyes, though, on us tonight with this race, the Senate race, and that is because Senator Catherine Cortez Masto is trailing Adam Laxalt, former Attorney General Adam Laxalt, by 800 votes. Yeah, 800 votes is what we're talking about here. And the reason why this race hasn't been called is because there are so many outstanding votes, those mail-in votes that are being processed. My colleague Vanessa Murphy about to talk about that here in Clark County. Now, Catherine Cortez Masto is leading here by 7 points, and her lead will only grow as mail-ins tend to skew towards Democrats. The voting we got today from Clark County added 27,000 votes in total. It was 2-to-1 margin for Catherine Cortez Masto. Quickly here, all of our House races have now been called. Dina Titus winning her race. We told you that earlier in the day. Susie Lee winning her race here, 52% to 48% to April Becker. And Stephen Horst.
Okay, I don't think we need to see all that. I just wanted to do the Joe Lombardo. Go, Joe. I'm just kidding.
I just find it really strange that after Vegas, Sisolak is elected governor, and then he's replaced by Joe Lombardo. What a joke.
Hi, Cinda. How are you? Good to see you. Horse Mom is here.
Hello, Horse Mom. Always good to see you.
Horse Mom, Cinda, good to see you.
Yeah. So I just thought we'd start the show with that because, Mr. Lombardo was like the beginning of my journey of waking up. So thank you, Mr. Joe Lombardo. I'm just kidding. Good old Vegas. And there's Eric. Welcome, Eric. How are you?
Hey, Eric.
Good to see you. Anyway, I had to start out with that. I thought it was pretty funny when Danny sent that to me. I was like, oh my gosh. I had heard that he was running for governor, but I didn't know. I totally forgot about it. Of course, when you don't live in that state, or I don't really pay attention to any of that stuff. Dub follows up on it more than I do.
Yeah, I try to keep kind of track. I wasn't keeping track of that at all. I just was really kind of surprised to find that Lombardo is now governor.
Yeah.
But all of us that were following the Vegas adventure, I think learned a lot about a lot of things.
Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. You follow the money. Yep, and now he's governor. Hi, Western. How are you? Good to see you. All right, I gotta make sure I got my phone on. I do, so I can make sure everybody's modded, except for Chris. Now that I brought him back, you're modded now, Chris. I had actually blocked Chris accidentally. I guess I didn't know it.
That's what you do, Chris, when you make her mad. That's what she does to you.
So I'm sorry about that, Chris. You are now modded.
Another
She
troll
boots me off every time we're on here, at least once.
and she went to knock the troll out, and I think it just names advanced when she pushed the button and knocked Chris out instead of the troll.
Yeah. Well, if you don't act right, Mr. President, I might have to knock you out of here too. We know how you are.
Yeah, he's got to get knocked out 2 or 3 times a night.
Hey, you better watch out. I'll have the FBI raid your mansion out there in Key Largo again.
Yeah. Does it look like I'm scared? Huh? Oh golly. Oh, I'm trying to think of. So anyway, anything going on with anybody? Anything going on with you, Chuck? Dub?
Nothing much with me. I've been kind of under the weather for a couple of days and kind of lost track of everything.
So Horse Mom asked a question. Will Trump be back?
It's a good question.
Yes,
I have no idea.
Very good.
Yeah. I think he's gonna. I don't know. It's really hard to say.
Michelle has painted a pretty good scenario for that happening, and it very well could, because that would start definitely a new strong.
Could be the last Trump. Yeah.
Well, he's got a lot of followers, and he's been campaigning since he's not been president.
Yeah, he never.
He has
stopped.
big ones too. Yeah, he has some big rallies too.
Yeah,
Big
I
time.
went to a Trump rally. Not recently.
Not recently.
No, I was a Trump fan a long time ago, and I did go to a Trump rally in Michigan. So, I know what they're all about, and it actually was an experience. But
And she woke up a lot more since.
oh yeah. But just because I have his avatar, don't anybody mistake. I am not a Trump fan anymore by any means. Let's see. My gut feeling says, like Danny says, hi Grumpy, how are you? You're the only troll that can be allowed in here, okay, Grumpy? Good to see you. But yeah, my gut feeling says I think he'll be back. I think that would be something in their plans. Since he's got such a big following and they need everybody to be all on, like running to him and listening, you know what I mean? I just think that that's why they put All by Design put you in in the White House, Mr. President, is so that you could look really stupid and people could be like, I'm not saying you look stupid, but you are stupid. I'm kidding.
Yeah, I agree. I might change. I think I'm gonna change the avatar.
Don't change the avatar. Don't get all,
Well, I was probably gonna go to Obama.
Oh,
But,
Obama.
I'll keep him.
You can be whoever you want to be. I'm just kidding. They are. They're always doing that. But you know, I just kind of think that they're just the way it's planned is they put him in office to make it all, you know, not very good.
They
So
need
that
as many people
so that
on
everybody
board.
could be all running back and going, "Oh, he's gonna
He's
save us!
gonna drain the swamp.
Yay!"
Hey, we have the what do you say? We have the Army, we have the Navy, we have the Air Force. Now we have the Space Force.
Yay, Space Force! Yippee! And that's all because of me, and I'm the grandfather of warp speed of the vaccine. Don't you all forget it. I guess they don't talk like that, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah. Yep.
I couldn't do them any better.
So this is okay. One of the things I did want to post, and I want people to understand, and I know some people are going to know this guy. So before I even post this video, this is I've been kind of hearing it here and there about somebody that's a truther in the truther community that is got a quite big channel. Hold on, let me say. But everybody pretty much knows who he is. Whether you follow him or not, he's not on YouTube anymore except for one YouTube channel. And if anybody knows how, TV's infiltrated, I mean, you just don't make it famous unless you're a sellout. And that's totally my take on it. If anybody disagrees, please let me know. So if you're on TV, that's pretty much saying that you're a shill, a liar. What's your take on that, Chuck?
Well, I mean, if you're on like Inside Edition compared to like the local news, I mean, if you're on the local news for some, short 5-second clip, like you're standing out in front of Walmart or something, that's not, being on TV. But when you're on the big ones, like Fox
okay,
or
so
CNN.
Everybody knows Inside Edition is, they're so propagandist. It's so high up there.
I forgot to send you that Kenneth Copeland interview.
Oh, I know you did.
I will. While you're doing that, I'll pull it up.
Okay. So anyway, I'm sure all of you have seen this. Oops, I gotta go back. I got a screen share. And this happened a month ago. I didn't even know about it until I started hearing it. And he did also. I did do a live on him, stating that he thought he was like so concerned about the cops and the Uvalde thing, and so he was calling it real. At that same time, I got kicked off a platform for speaking up, saying from RV Truth's lives, and I did a live on that. You guys already know the whole story because I called out RV Truth for not calling out Richie from Boston. So let's just do the Inside Edition thing. You guys have probably already seen it. Am I screen sharing? Let's see. I don't know if I am. I think I am. Yep. So, yeah, I want to see this guy. Yeah, this is like the second time he's been on TV. I guess he was on the local news because he got carjacked or something, or he was a witness to carjacking. I don't know. I have no idea. But, and this is it.
Disaster on this scary stretch of road popular with tourists and known as one of the most dangerous in America. Now it has claimed new victims. 2 nurses and their tour guide driver killed after their Jeep plunged over a cliff along Camp Bird Road in the Colorado mountains. How dangerous and treacherous are the roads in this area?
There's a million unforeseen things.
This haunting photo of a jubilant Diana Robles was snapped shortly before the deadly crash. The 28-year-old and her aunt, Ophelia Figueroa Perez, both dedicated nurses from Yuma, Arizona, were on a vacation, taking in the breathtaking scenery. Ami Robles is Diana's grieving sister. Did you know they would be on such a treacherous road?
I didn't have any idea.
Off-roading expert Richard Comito has driven the dangerous stretch.
These are one-lane, twisting, curving roads carved into the side of a mountain with 100 to 1,000 foot drops on either side. No guardrails. It is probably one of the scariest things you'll ever do.
Now we all,
Right.
yeah, we all know that you got to get paid pretty good to do all that. If you think about it, you know what I mean? I mean, no one's going to go on Inside Edition and not get paid good. Hi, KK. How are you? I was just thinking about you today. That is so crazy. Oh my goodness.
Hey, Michelle, while you're on the Inside Edition, play just a few minutes of the one I sent you, the other Inside
Yeah,
Edition.
I'm getting ready to.
I know most people have probably seen it, but you got to think this is the same people that just interviewed RFB.
How are you, sir?
Okay, so am I still sharing?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure. All right, so let me get back here. All right.
We'd just like to ask you about why you don't want to fly commercial. Why have you said that you won't fly commercial? You said that it's like getting into a tube with a bunch of demons. Why do you think that?
No, listen to me just a second. Not the people. The main reason is because of the need. If I flew commercial, I'd have to stop 65% of what I'm doing. That's really the main.
Isn't it true that you want to fly commercial so that you can fly in luxury? How much money did you pay for Tyler Perry's Gulfstream jet, for example?
Well, for example, that's really none of your business, but...
Isn't it the business of your donors?
Listen, I paid. You kind of caught me off guard here, okay?
Certainly. Well, if you'd like to come out here, I'd like to give you a chance to catch your breath and have a conversation. We don't want to catch you off guard.
I love Inside Edition. You got to get this now. Hey, you listen to me? My wife thinks Inside Edition is, oh yeah. Now, thank you, Lord. Help me. Just let me pray.
Well, let me just ask you a really simple question. A lot of people think it's unbecoming for a preacher to live a life of luxury and to fly around in private jets. What's your response to that?
Very simple. It takes a lot of money to do what we do. We have brought over 100, let's see, the latest figures just came out, 122 million people to the Lord Jesus Christ. Let me give you another example. Last May, I was scheduled for...
You haven't seen nothing yet. Hold on. There's this one part that's really good.
I've seen it.
I had a week off, and I was scheduled for Peru. And I prayed about it, and I thought, I'm not missing that dedication in Jerusalem. Without the airplane that we have that I bought from Tyler Perry, and I didn't pay anywhere. Tyler's one of the greatest guys. He made that airplane so cheap for me, I couldn't help but buy it.
Well, my question then, okay, all right, but I want to get to the demons because people are very concerned about that comment.
Give me a chance here, Inside Edition. I love your eyes. And here's what happened. We flew in 21 days, 70 hours, 40,000 miles, touched 5 continents, and preached face to face personally with 125,000 people.
Do you ever use your private jets to go visit your vacation homes, for example?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Again, getting back to the comment. You said that you don't like to fly commercial because you don't want to get into a tube with a bunch of demons. Do you really believe that human beings are demons?
No, I do not. And don't you ever say I did. We will not.
Look at his eyes.
With flesh and blood, but principalities and powers.
Can you
He's so loving.
That's all.
He's so loving.
That's the same. I mean, that's the same people that interviewed RFB.
Yeah.
And the 122 million is a pretty healthy number for out of 300 million.
Well, 122 million would be your 33.
Yeah.
There you go.
Think about that. 33. 122 would be 1 plus 2 is 3. 1 plus 2 is 3.
explain what you meant by that term then? Just explain, because it's really simple. You said you didn't want to get into a tube with a bunch of demons. What did you mean?
Well, let me ask you.
Do you think that people that fly commercial are demons?
If you give me a chance to talk, sweetheart, I'll explain this to you. But it's a biblical thing. It's a spiritual thing. It doesn't have anything to do with people. People, I love people. Jesus loves people. But
he loves their money.
People
look
get
at him.
pushed
He's like, oh,
in alcohol. Do you think that's a good place for a preacher to be and prepare to go preach to a lot of people when somebody in there is dragging some woman down an aisle? It made me so mad to see that on television. I wanted to punch the guy out myself. I can't be doing that while I'm getting ready to preach.
So you just don't like to be around the sinful people or the hurtful people. Is that what you're saying?
Not the people, baby. Not the people.
all right. We got that one in. Did you want me to
that
play
was
more?
probably no. I think that was probably his. All these people that make the 33rd degree, they have some type of shaman ritual they have to go through.
Right.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if that don't have something to do with it.
Yeah. I mean, he's like, he's a creepy dude.
He is very creepy. He's the one that did remember the COVID, I'm going to blow the wind of God, and he starts blowing, and there's a bunch of remakes about the COVID-19 song with him in it. It's pretty funny.
COVID be gone guy.
Yeah, COVID
Yeah.
is on. He is.
I'll have to see if I can find that while you're talking. I'll see if I can find that one.
Yeah. But yeah. So, I kind of want to expose, I know that people might not find this a good thing. I don't really care. I really don't care. I myself, I know I'll never be on TV. I won't be on TV if my child dies. I won't be on TV if I die. But what I'm saying is, for someone like Richie from Boston to be on TV less than a month ago, just have to kind of expose that, and people can get mad. People can think I'm stupid or whatever. Hi, stupid. See, he just popped in.
That's stupid.
I really don't care. It's hi Shane, how are you? Good to see you. But yeah, so I want to expose those kind of things when they need to be exposed. And if you want to be my friend, you can. If not, I don't care. But if you want to leave me a bad comment, go ahead. I don't care. But I do want to get the truth out, and I really want to expose that. Yeah, Richie has a lot of money. I'm sure a lot of it's inherited.
Yeah, look who's talking, Mr. Trump. He's really rich.
Look, yes. I'm very rich in my heart.
I'm really rich.
I'm really rich. With my 666 around my eyes. I'm looking through the 666. I'm just kidding. Yeah. So anyway, I want to expose that. Like I said, I had been hearing it from different channels and going around, and I was like, what? I'm going to try to find it. And I did. So anybody on TV, pretty much, if you're going to be on something like Inside Edition, I think you all just need to sit back and do your own research. I'm not telling you not to follow him or whatever, but I do want to expose him. I won't follow him. I got kicked off of a platform because I asked someone to call him out, and I got kicked off. So that kind of tells me maybe something about that platform isn't too good either. So,
Correct. And I think his statement that there was hundreds of points where they were 1,000-foot drop-offs, I think is a little bit overblown. And anybody that has followed all the events and know how Inside Edition covers them, it's crazy.
Hi, Rita. How are you? Good to see you. Annie, I don't know if I said hello to you, Annie. I wanted to make sure I did. Good to see all of you here. Stupid.
Michelle, Rita just asked about hearing if anybody heard about Walmart stores closing. We were just talking about that before we started.
Let's just go ahead and play that. I have that also. Let me
I've
go
been
ahead.
on TMZ. Factual, be quiet, man. Don't tell nobody. That was the secret.
That's too funny. All right, so let's do that. All right.
Grumpy troll. That's funny.
Over the last few years, companies have been closing stores left and right amid the pandemic and a number of other economic challenges. This had led to permanent closures from big-name retailers like CVS and Bed Bath & Beyond. But not everything is going away permanently, thankfully, and sometimes closures are just a temporary necessity. In fact, one of the biggest retailers in the US is now closing hundreds of locations in multiple states for a limited time. Read on to find out more about Walmart's closures. Walmart has not been spared from the recent retail apocalypse, at least not in terms of certain locations. In the spring, the big box retailer shuttered several of its stores permanently. Walmart closed locations in Louisville, Kentucky, Forest Park, Ohio, and Bellevue, Washington, in April. And in May, the company closed stores in Guilford, Connecticut, and Mayfield Heights, Ohio. Walmart said these were underperforming locations, but Brian Little confirmed to the Louisville Courier-Journal that the closures were not part of a larger nationwide trend of permanent shutdowns. These are never easy decisions, but actively managing our portfolio is essential to maintaining a healthy business. This is done on a case-by-case basis, and only after a careful and thorough review, Little told the newspaper in March. Now, Walmart is closing more stores than ever, but not for good. Your local Walmart might not be open right now, depending on where you live. As of September 30, the big box retailer's website indicates that there are at least 120 stores and clubs currently closed throughout the U.S. The most recent closures are affecting the coast of Georgia and South Carolina. According to the company's store status locator, Walmart stores in Georgia's Peachtree City and Savannah, as well as South Carolina cities such as Myrtle Beach, Charleston, and Beaufort, are among those temporarily closed right now. Most of the Walmart stores temporarily closed right now are because of Hurricane Ian. The storm made landfall on September 28 in Florida as a Category 4 hurricane and is now barreling toward the coast of South Carolina as a Category 1 hurricane, CNN reports. As it approached Florida, Walmart closed nearly 170 stores and Sam's Club locations throughout the state on September 28, out of concern for associates and customers, the Village's News reported. As of September 29, more than 240 locations were temporarily closed, per banking rates. According to the local news outlet in the Villages, Walmart did not indicate when it's.
Yeah.
Horse Mom actually put a video together. She does horses and stuff, and she was talking about the blue and gold, the symbolism, and I never really thought of it like that. But Walmart, if you back up, they're blue and gold. It's a sign of royalty. It's a really short video that I shared the link to it. But yeah, she put that one together the other day. I thought it was pretty good. See the blue and gold? And she's got the connections with like the horse racing, celebrities, and everything. It all goes back to the blue and gold.
Okay. Well, did she
Yeah.
post it in the chat?
I posted it right there in the chat.
Ah, I see it. Okay, so let me go in. So we get the gist of it about Walmart.
Yeah.
Get rid of that
And them
one.
being connected to Homeland Security and all that. We all know that.
Okay. Okay. Get rid of
Roll the tape.
that. Let me go back into here. All right, we're gonna echo. All right, we're gonna echo. Hate my voice. God, I don't know what that is. Alrighty. Let's do that. Real quick. I wanted to say hello to, let me see here. I thought I missed somebody here. Where are you? Where are you?
So why do you think they're closing hundreds of stores down?
Well, why do you think? Better Than Gold is here. That's what I wanted to say hello to. Hi, Better Than Gold. Good to see you.
Better Than Gold wanted to come on, and Shane Atheism's Madness said he's got time if he wants to tell you his story.
Oh, good. So
yeah, so
let's play this one real quick.
all right.
And I'll drop the link, and if you guys want to come on the show, that would be great. So let's do that real quick. All right.
I don't know about that. That might just be a coincidence. What do y'all think?
Yeah, I don't believe in coincidences, but
Yeah, horse mom, you're just go get your tinfoil hat and go away. It's just a conspiracy.
I really don't believe in coincidences. For sure.
I think she was spot on though on that. That was a good one.
Yeah, that was really good. But yeah, so let me get back out of here. So I am posting my link. If anybody wants to come on here, Better Than Gold wanted to come on. Shane wanted to come on. You guys want to come on? Come on. We want to get some new people on here. We want to listen to your story. Talk about anything you want to. Hi Shay, how are you? Good to see you. Hi Tanya, good to see you. Glad you could make it.
We got 33 people in here now. Awesome. No, it's a 29. I'm kidding.
I was like, where'd you get 33? So, you got me. But yeah, so I dropped the link. So if you guys want to come on and tell your story, KK, if you want to come on, that would be great. I know you're going to be like, I'm going to bed. But yeah, I want to hear people's stories. I want to hear any testimony, anything that you guys want to talk about. I want to hear you guys. I want this to be a good platform for everybody to come to, hang out, talk. So click that link if you want to come in. I would be more than happy to hear from you. Hi, yo. Good to see you. Good to see you, yo. That's okay. You said cool. I know there's a delay in the chat side. Probably.
Okay. Probably.
I'm sure there's a delay, but yeah. You guys want to come on? Come and do it.
Yeah.
In the meantime, while you guys are deciding, I wanted to show you guys this one video. So let me go ahead and share again while we get people deciding. I thought this was a pretty good one. There we go. Hello. Can you hear us?
Hello? Yes.
Hello. How are you?
Yeah. Can you guys see me?
Hey, man. What's up?
You can see the top of your head.
Oh, that ain't good. How you doing?
Good.
Yeah, for me, I'm not doing very good. This is officially the first time in 3 years that I've been sick. And I got sick. I got sick Friday, and I took the test because they told me when I went to the emergency room, my symptoms were like stomach problems. Not going to go any farther than that, and congestion and sore throat. Now, when I got the sore throat, I knew something was up. Okay, because the other two things could be like bad food or whatever. You could write those off. But when you get a sore throat, you obviously have a virus or bacteria, which would be laryngitis. So I went to the ER, felt bad Friday night at work, went to the ER Saturday, and I was supposed to work Saturday, and found out that I was negative for the corona, which I told them I didn't want a corona test. They said, well,
They'll ambush
flu.
you. They ambush you with it, don't they?
Any flu. They got all the flus in one package.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all of them. So she's like, no, corona is like, it's one of like the 13 that we're testing for. I'm like, okay. Well, as long as you don't take that swab and drive it up into my brain, I'm okay with it. Okay. So they did. They swabbed my little nostril. So even though I feel really terrible today, it's Sunday, I got tomorrow off, and then I go back to work Tuesday, thank God. I still have really bad congestion, a little bit of a stomach
You sound
problem.
rough, man.
And yeah, I do. And when I wake up in the morning, I literally can't breathe because my nose is all clogged up. And the congestion is weird. And it's weird that the nurse asked me this because I really couldn't differentiate. But she says, is your breathing problem up in your neck or in your chest? And that was a quick response. I say, it's in my neck. It's not really, you guys, it's not really in my chest. It's right in my neck area is where the phlegm develops, like there's a bacteria or something like that. So anyway, long story short, I get tested, no corona, no laryngitis, no flu. Okay, but I'm sick. So I was like, so you guys aren't getting me antibiotics? Because when my wife went in 2 weeks ago, they gave her antibiotics, but she wouldn't take the tests. And I know we got the same thing. So just to educate everybody, I mean, I didn't know this till today, and I'm 54 years old. If you have strep throat, you have bacteria in your throat that takes antibiotics. It's just like if you get an open wound, they give you antibiotics. But if you there are viruses out there, like throat viruses, stomach viruses, all that I'm loaded with right now. Antibiotics won't work for that. Just want to let your listeners know for that, because I didn't know that till today.
They don't want to give you an antibiotic. You know what I mean? When I got
Yeah.
sick a year ago,
Did you know that?
that's all I needed was a Z-Pack, and they wouldn't give it to me. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So just remember that if you go to the doctor and they diagnose you with a virus, and there's hundreds, you guys, it's not just the coronavirus, man. There's all kinds of viruses out there. Multiple stomach viruses, multiple throat viruses. Okay. I mean, not just corona. Corona is on its own leg that they're trying to promote. But there's a lot of other stuff. Because I asked her, I go, okay, you said I'm negative corona and I'm negative strep throat. Because if I had strep throat, they'd have to give me an antibiotic because that's a bacterial infection. She goes, yeah. I go, okay, how many people come in like me? I said, I looked at the emergency room. It's empty. Guys, it's 32 degrees here. It's freezing out. And when I walked in the emergency room, there were 2 people there. I loved it. They serviced me in like 30 minutes. Where does that happen?
That's rare. That never
Where
happens.
does that happen? Well, it sure doesn't happen in an epidemic or post-epidemic, okay? Because everyone's getting sick, remember? We're all getting sick. It's all BS. So, yeah, I was like, there was like another person there, and that was it. So I had asked, I go, what is going on with like the flus? To the doctor that came in, which is actually a high-paid nurse. She says, we're getting all kinds of crazy things like throat viruses from flus, but different flus. I said, how much corona? She says, not that much corona. It's just a wide variety of just like chest infections, people coming in with just all different types of symptoms. That's what she said to me.
You don't got monkeypox, do you? That's what Danny
I'm
just
gonna
said.
I'm going to reach out and choke you, man. I'm not feeling good. Okay.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm just kidding, man. That was a bad joke.
Yeah. So
Can I just say a couple things real quick?
Sure.
I'm just gonna. I hope you feel better. I'll be praying for you. I hope everything gets better for you.
Well, thank you.
But I'm never going to the doctor. I'm never going to get tested. We already know that if you go to the doctor, they're going to test you. You get sick, your body needs to recover on its own. It doesn't need all this crap being shoved in it and all that. Yes, I'm not saying that it's perfect, but I would rather be at home sick than be stuck. And if they shove something up my nose and it comes positive, it's a whole nother ballgame. So,
Michelle, let me say something right there, if I may.
Go ahead.
Okay. You just kind of proved my point because, look, I got the exact same sickness as my wife. I sleep 6 inches from her mouth. Okay. And she came home like 4 days ago. She has the same symptoms I do, right? Sore throat, stomach problems, bad congestions, more in the upper throat than in the chest area. I mean, because we're sharing symptoms, right? Because no, I just got this like 2 days ago. So she had it for like 3 days. She went to the doctors. They didn't test her. They just touched underneath her lymphoids, under her jaw, checked her blood pressure and her temperature, and gave her antibiotics and a steroid for the throat. They told her she had the flu plus the bad throat infection, right? Okay. Pump the brakes. Get back to what you're saying. Now I'm starting to believe that what you're saying might be the best way to go because she slept less than a foot from me for 3 days. She was getting over it because that's what happens when your antibodies take over the wreck that's going in your body. You win. God gave you those antibodies, right? And I'm feeling great. And then once she's feeling better, boom, I get sick with the same exact sore throat,
right,
runny nose, congestion, stomach problems. But the difference is they tested me.
Yeah. See,
and when they tested me, I was 0 everything. Okay. So why do they prescribe my wife without testing her? I got the same thing going on and I got tested 3 times. I don't know.
So what I'm saying is, for one, I'm not 100% sure, but I truly believe they're shoving sickness up your nose. I don't care if it's in your nose or if it's just a little bit in your nose.
That's what's scaring. I'm as wide awake as you, man. That's what was scaring the crap out of me.
Yeah, so that's why if I get sick, your body needs to recover on its own. That's why I don't even taking like NyQuil or anything. I understand it just covers up. It doesn't help you get better. It just covers. It bogs down. Your body needs to release and get and release and recover and heal on its own. But I'll be darned if I am going to go to the hospital. I told Dub already. If I get sick or something bad happens to me, I'm not going to the hospital. If I have to die, I will die here. I am not going to put myself in their hands. And I know I'm not. I don't take me wrong on this. When you're sick and you feel really bad, I understand, but not in this day and age. Your body needs to really, really heal its own. And if it takes 2 weeks, then it takes 2 weeks because, I'll be darned. I'll be darned to put myself in their hands. I'll be darned because I've seen too many things go bad. And lots of fluids, lots of everything. And just, I know you feel like crap and I know it's hard. I really want to interrupt.
No. When you're done, I got something important to say.
Okay. What?
No, because you just said you said Shane is hard, man. Go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
I don't want to be rude, but I haven't said welcome to Better Than Gold. Better Than Gold's been on the panel for a while. We've been going back and forth, so I don't want to be rude. I welcome Better Than Gold.
Hey, Better Than Gold. Good to see you, bro.
Say hello. Thank you so much.
Good to see you, man.
For coming on here.
Hey, good evening, everyone. No worries. I was just,
okay.
Allowing the other guests to go ahead.
And I just wanted to say hello to you, and so you understood that I knew you were there.
For sure, thank you.
I'm the one that let you on the show, but I just wanted to say hello to you and thank you so much for being respectful and everything.
Absolutely.
But thank you for coming on. And hopefully you got some time because I want to go back to Shane and let him finish his story.
Sounds good. Okay.
So let me finish my story by saying this. If it wasn't for Chuck Middleton that I met probably 2000, I want to say, Chuck, what was it, man? We got at least 15 years.
2014, 2013, 12, somewhere around there.
Yeah. We were new Christians. Okay, just got converted and believing in Christ. Think about this, 2014, right? And we were hungry. And the Lord brought us together because there was only YouTube was just taking off back then.
No censorship back then, remember?
No censorship. You got the truth. You got real pastor. I mean, you got just all the amazing stories and stuff that they would allow about the Giants, about, right, Chuck? I mean, just amazing things that just took off. And then for whatever reason, me and Chuck kept going to the same areas because back then they'd shift you to like, okay, this type of category. You like science, you like medical, you like this, right? And when it got to religion, me and Chuck came to that point, that arrow, man, years ago. We're like, hey, what's up? Notice that you've been on this channel, this channel, this channel. And we were fooled, man. We were fooled by a lot of pastors. We've worked out ourselves of many YouTube preachers, and
Weeded out a bunch of them, haven't we?
Oh my God! Is there anybody particular you want to talk about tonight? Because we can go through the list, man. Chuck, you there?
I want to hear about Annie's story. She got stabbed in the neck by a meth head.
Okay, wait.
But go ahead,
let me go ahead and do my story. Okay,
all right,
because
go ahead, man.
Yeah.
I really don't. Look, Frosty, I've been avoiding this for 3 weeks. Okay. One reason, I've only told 2 people, and I've never gotten on a radio and told 20 people. This is the most scariest thing I ever had in my life. It's not something I like to talk about because it involves a family member. And
oh yeah, this is crazy, man. Go ahead.
Well,
that's crazy.
No, it's true, man.
Yeah, I know.
It's absolutely true.
Yeah.
Hey, and you know what, Chuck? Did I write a book? Did I write a book about this?
Did you go on Inside Edition?
I can barely talk about this incident. You know this.
I know, yeah. It's
Okay, I don't know where to start. Let me start with
just go ahead and start and just take your time. Just get your wits about you. It's okay. But
that's gonna be difficult.
I know. I'm just saying that we're all here, we're all listening, and I know that there's other people that want to talk to, and you got the platform, so take it away. We're here.
All right. Well, if anybody wants to talk about any experiences they've had outside this, you can share it. You can share it with Frost, and she'll get back with me. I believe that you're a born-again Christian when the Lord comes down to you and reveals himself in your heart, which happened to me in 1978. I was 12 years old. I had experience. It was one of those youth camps. Thank God my parents sent it to me. Thank God they did. It was for a week long, and you got to fish, and you got to play around. They gave all kinds of. Back then, it wasn't like a. Now you got to worry about sexual offenders and stuff at Boy Scouts and youth camps. No, man, this is 1978. So They had a speaker who was definitely touched by the Lord. And not today's standards, we talk about a Kenneth Copeland or all these fake preachers and pastors and talking, hey, I'm going to give you healing if you send me some money. No, it was just a young guy who loved the Lord. And I saw some deliverance things there that was really strange. And when I stepped down to really accept the Lord, it was like an energy that just kind of went through me. Understand, I'm 12, so I'm barely stained, right? I don't have no, basically, yeah, do I have sin in my life? At 12, I had plenty, but I didn't have a lifetime of sin, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know, I'm just saying it has something to do with me agreeing with the gospel message and believing in God. I'm going to tell you this, you can believe it or not. The camp was 2 weeks long. When I went home, I had this euphoric high that lasted almost another month after I got home. When I say a euphoric high, all my life I've been high on almost everything you can consider. I'm not talking about those. I'm not talking about booze. I'm not talking about drugs. I'm talking about a high like you feel. I guess the only way I can explain it is like you feel loved, but like on a massive level. You feel loved. I walked away from this camp, 12 years old, feeling loved for a long period of time. I want to maybe 30 days. I don't know. Maybe it was 2 weeks, whatever. But I think that's when I actually got the Holy Spirit. Okay. Then there'd be the years after that where I grew up, joined the military, went to 19 countries. Okay. Do I need to say more? Did some things I probably shouldn't have done. Not illegally by the U.S. military, but actually promoted in today's society. Okay, can I have a break? And then I need to get to my point. Hello?
You need a break?
Just a break. Okay. No, I'm going to go straight in my message now. I'm sorry.
Okay, you're fine.
I'm just trying to give you a background to me.
Okay.
I know it's deep, man. But
okay.
Just give me a minute.
Okay, so we have 33 watching. Somebody else needs to come in or go out. Okay, just kidding.
I'm just listening.
Yeah, so I guess he's taking a short break here. So better than gold.
Yeah.
How are you?
Well, that 33 never gets old, honestly.
I see it right now. Yeah, I see it.
I didn't see it, but I'm just just talking about it, joking about it. That's hilarious. How's everyone doing tonight?
We're doing good.
Doing good, man.
I've got people telling their story. I'm really happy about that. People want I think people need to do that, and I'm very happy to have people on here that are telling their story.
Right. Yeah, I know. I thought there was going to be, a good handful.
Okay,
of people,
I'm
at least
back.
Someone, last weekend, but you said you
So,
were just.
let's jump from the military, right?
Go ahead.
All the way up to the incident, or should I go more, Chuck? It's up to you.
No, go. You got the floor.
All right. So what I'm saying was there's a period in my life when I was younger I was saved. And then there was a period in my life, went probably 10, 15 years, where I ran with the devil, not like the devil, with the devil. I mean, I even had the albums, Running with the Devil. Yeah, that was me. Ozzy Osbourne, all that. Then there was an awakening in my heart. What, Chuck? About 15, almost 20 years ago, and it was like the last call, if I could put it that way. It was like the last call. It was like God was saying, "Look, I'm reaching down. All you got to do is believe. All you got to do is accept me as your savior and believe. It's all you got to do." And this is the hard part, kind of the hard part of the story. Because I always tell Chuck, "Oh yeah, I'm a warrior. I'm a warrior in faith. Faith is my number one strength." I always tell Chuck that, and I don't know if I don't even think that's really true. Because what I asked God, and I'm going to tell you guys, don't do this. Don't do what I'm about to tell you, okay? You need to think this through, okay? But at the time, I was desperate. I just saw my first, half miracle. And I'll be honest with you, in the point in my life, in my heart, in my mind, I knew there was a God. But in my heart, I was thinking, what if? What if there is no God? What if everybody's right? All these atheists are right. What if? What if they're right? This is where I feel for the third party in this group, the guy who just had a birthday. I was there, man. You got to hear me through. I actually had a moment where there was a what if the God that they talk about is true. So you know what I did? And like I said, I don't recommend this, but go ahead and do it. I mean, it's up to you, but I don't recommend this because I'm going to tell you what happened to me after I did this. So I was like, what was it? Chuck, what was it, about 8 years ago, 9 years ago? I was like, I had lived the last 10 years not as a Christian, very ashamed, problems. It was 10 years, just terrible. So I asked God, okay, let me back up. Is this important for whatever reason? So I'm driving down the road. I'm happy. This is 15 years ago or so, right? I'm happy. Everything's cool. I'm getting ready to go to work. And then I get this sadness that just crushes over me. It just crushes over me. So I'm thinking I need just maybe an accident coming up. So you pull over. It's like first instinct. So I pull over. And, you guys can explain this out of your head, whatever. Explain what I'm going to tell you out of your head. So I had this feeling of this would determine my stopping from running from God. I had this dread. It was like a black thing just came over. I pulled the car over. I parked. And then I just had like this breeze of I was scared. I felt like I was dying. All I can say, with hopelessness. And so that's when I asked this question. So I'm sorry, we've taken all this time to get to the question. So yeah, but you guys needed to hear that because that's what happened. I asked God. I was at the end of my rope. I said, if you exist, I need you to show me. I believe you. I believe what everybody says, but I'm at a point where I'm just not sure you exist. Okay? Please prove it to me. And you know what's funny about this whole thing? Well, it's not funny. I had read the scripture where only the Jews need a sign. Only the Jews needed a sign to know what Jesus did. So I'm like, but you guys gotta understand, man, I'm at the end of my rope here. Okay. So I prayed, you need to prove it to me that you exist. Okay? Never, ever do that. Okay? Because what I'm about to tell you, I had no idea. Look, here, okay, here's twofold. He answered my prayer, but not the way I wanted it. I would never ask for this, ever. But he answered my question. Can I have a break? Are you guys still there? I'm just seeing.
Yeah, man, we're waiting for you to tell us what
Well,
happened.
no, I haven't heard anybody in like an hour.
Well, we're listening. We're not interrupting you.
Yeah, we're letting you tell your story, and we're all muted so that you can tell your story.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll continue on.
We're here.
Okay.
Trust me, we're listening.
All right. Well, I haven't heard anybody in like 15 minutes, so I'll tell you what happened. So,
You're fine.
So, I asked God, and I'm gonna repeat this. I'm gonna repeat this. Never, if you come to, first of all, God knows what you need. Okay, everybody needs to know that. Let's not be stupid. You think that a family who loves God and they can't afford toilet paper, that God doesn't know they don't have toilet paper? Are you giving me a freaking bag? No. So, same thing with this, God knows that I needed some help with this, man, and I don't know. It's just always scary. So, try to help me out, man. It's always scary with this thing, man. You're the only one I've ever told. You know that, right?
Well, bro, just say it, man. I mean, really, just say it.
Where am I at? The beginning? Is that where I'm at? Am I at the beginning? Are you guys there?
You were telling us a story.
We are here. We're listening to you. So we're just waiting for you to tell us what. Just open your heart. It's okay.
So this happened approximately 11 years ago. I still had 2 kids that I was raising in my house in California. And I had a daughter who at the time was 22. She's like, I think 34 now. Just graduate from a local college. And so she was like, stay with us. So she hadn't been with us for a couple years. She transferred. Okay, we're talking about California to like Loma, like 300 miles to go to her college. She got a paid way, so everything was cool. Everything was great. Well, she graduated and then was coming through on a cruise through her high school friends where I lived. Okay. So what happened was after the graduation, I get a phone call. Now, this is like 12 years ago. Hello? Is this Andrea's father? Yes, it is. Your daughter's acting crazy, man, and we just gotta like drop her off. Click. That was it. So I think it was like, I don't know, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. It's very late. I didn't know what to do. Well, it wasn't 15 minutes later. I hear cars coming up the driveway. I run out to the window. I open it up, and I see them shove my daughter out the back door of the car and tear off. Not to where she was like rolling around in the dirt. Okay, just like got her out, on 2 feet. Get out, whatever. So I asked her to come in, and she starts freaking out because at this point, okay, she gave birth to my first grandchild. Okay, so he's like 3 months old. That's it. So she starts freaking out. Where's my grandchild? Blah blah blah, just screaming, but she was cursing, right? So hold on a second. Sorry, you guys still there?
Yeah, we're here. Yeah.
Yeah. So my daughter, where was I at? I'm sorry, Chuck.
Your daughter was screaming and cussing.
Andrea, right? Yes. Chuck.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, I got you.
Your
Okay.
daughter was
Okay.
screaming. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So I'm sorry. Got confused. I didn't know if we lost connection or anything. Yeah. So
loud and clear, man.
yeah, she come in and she's screaming, and we kept telling. She's like, "Where's my baby? Where's my baby? Where's my baby?" And my wife grabbed her and took her to our room, and that's where our grandchild was. Right. Come back out, and so she starts freaking out in the front of my wife and pulls a kitchen knife out, holds it up, and says, "Shane." I come back running through the kitchen, and I'm like, "What the heck?" And then she runs with the knife into the spare bedroom. Are you guys following this? So we got the baby in the master bedroom, okay, protected, because I lied to her when she asked where her baby was. It wasn't in the spare bedroom where they were staying. We kept it in our bedroom. Okay, you guys got that, right? Then she comes in and she starts freaking out, and she runs to the spare bedroom with the knife. You guys still there?
Bro, tell your story, man. We're here. We've been listening.
We're here.
All right. So I got her cornered in the spare bedroom that we gave her. I look at my wife and I tell her, she goes, "I'm not going in there." And I said, "I don't want you coming in there. I'm out. I am out. At this point, I'm outside the bedroom door." Okay. Asking my wife, I go, "What do we do? What do we do?" And she's like, "I'm not going in there. I'm not going in there." And I said, "I'm not." Like, "Shane, you got to go in there. What are you going to do?" I cracked the door open, and my daughter is standing all the way against the wall. She's already got dark hair. That's what she's born with. With the eyes, she's with brown eyes. They were black. She has a knife standing right in front of her. She's holding it up in between her breasts, okay? Like 6 inches below her nose. And she's staring at me, just staring at me. And I said, "Andrea, what are you doing?" "Nothing, bro. Nothing." "Andrea, what are you doing? Stop this." She wouldn't move. She's just standing there with this knife. Just standing there. And I yelled to the top of my lungs. I said, "Andrea, stop this." She just stood there. She just stood there, bro. That's when I freaked out. I backed up. I shut the door. I told my wife, I go, oh my God. She goes, I'm going to call the cops. I'm going to call the police. She says, I'm going to call the police. That's the last thing I remember her. Let me call the police. At that point, I could feel like there was an oppression. I could feel it, even though, was I perfect? Am I living for Christ? Was I perfect? No. Did I believe? Oh, without a doubt. I mean, you can take my family out. It doesn't matter. I'll never deny Christ. It was never about unbelief. It's not even faith no more. Chuck will attest to this. It's not even faith no more. I know Christ is God, the Lord, the Savior, and everything. I know this. But at that point, I gotta admit to you, man, I wasn't built up like I am now. I wasn't built up, and I didn't have that armor on me. I'm like, I know I'm dealing with a demon. There's something going on. I told my wife, I said, something's really, really, really evil about this. She goes, Shane, I can't go in there. She says, I can't go in there, man. Oh my God. Okay. So I'm going to put it to you this way, okay? The only reason that I did this was because I just had a feeling. I didn't have like I'm supernatural. Like I got the God gene. Oh yeah, I got Gabriel. Come on, Satan, you're dealing with Gabriel. I got the fight on, man. I got the armor. No, I didn't feel that. I didn't feel that at all. And you can understand, I hadn't prayed for about 6 months prior to this. I hadn't even prayed. So I got a black-eyed child up against the wall, who's mine, who, as soon as I mentioned, did we get that point? Okay. I don't know, did I get to the point where I mentioned Christ yet? Hello?
I think so.
No, did I get to the point where she falls off the wall?
No.
Okay, my bad. So we're right there. So anyway, no, I was right there because I was in unbelief. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I was unbelief from my old past. And I always prayed to God. Remember, I prayed to God, if you show me something, I'll believe you. Remember, I told you at the beginning of this testimony. So what happened was, she up against the wall, black eye, didn't move. And then, I was going through my testimony saying that the Lord was telling me, all I remember what happened was I walked out of that room. My wife goes, "You're crazy. Where are you going?" She saw what happened in that room. And I reached up and I touched her on the right side of her shoulder. And listen to me. This is the craziest thing that happened. I just touched her and I go, I love Jesus. That's all I said. I love you. I didn't say, by this stone and this rosemary of Mary and all these beads that I whirl around and this rope that I hang over her neck. I didn't say that. I said, please, Jesus, help me. Boom. She collapses right in front of me. That's all I said. All I said was, please, Jesus, help me. I had no trinkets, no cross, none of this water, baptism garbage, all this crap that the Catholic Church pumps out. None of it. She's out for the count. All I said in my mind was, help me, Jesus. That's it. I reach over, I pick her up, she comes to, and guess what? she don't. I go, do you remember just what happened? She didn't have any memory of it. None of it. None of it, dude. Not about her getting into a fight with her friends. Not about her being backed up against the wall, the black eyes, and pulling the knife on me. None of it. She had no memory of it whatsoever. So, are we going to classify this as a possession or a? What do you guys think? I'm done. Hey, I'm not done. This really happened. This really happened to my daughter, and now it's been a few years. There's still some issues. Nothing crazy like this, but as far as my daughter, I can't say she's saved, and I'm sorry to say that, but
I remember when it happened, man. It was a crazy time.
I'm done.
I mean,
Love you
you
guys.
were messed
Take
up.
over.
I remember him. It was crazy. It was a crazy time.
Well, thank you. I know that was hard for you to get out. You know,
Wow. Man, praise the Lord. That was really powerful. Thank you for sharing that. I don't want to interrupt you. That's why I was just listening and waiting for you to deliver the. I know that we were all anticipating, the the delivery, and but no, that was definitely worth it. Praise God for that testimony. I don't have something like that to share or present. I just wanted to come on and say hi and just say I appreciate it. Chuck's doing.
What you got better than gold? What you got, man?
Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, man, loud and clear.
I wanted to say hello to Uncool and to Lisa, real quick. Let me and Cormac, and welcome, guys.
Yeah, hey everybody. Hey, Uncle Cormac, Lisa, and everybody.
Yeah, and everybody, thank you for coming by. Let's all be patient. I think that was a very powerful story, but I let's all please be patient. Obviously, it was very hard for him to get out, and thank you so much for that.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead, Better Than Gold.
All right. Well, my name is really not Better Than Gold. It's obviously not, but that's just the channel, and it's you'll see that phrase, maybe not all the way, in three, together. Sometimes you do in Proverbs and Psalm and other places in the Bible, but it talks about the wisdom of God and the Word of God, how it's and also knowledge that comes from God. Those things are to be cherished and sought after more than rubies, and they're valued more, and they're better than gold. Far better than gold, I think it says. So that's where I got it from. My name is Sergio.
Well, welcome, Sergio.
Thank you. Yeah,
Sergio, welcome.
How's it going, Chuck? Man,
good, bro. Good to hear you, man. Good to hear your voice.
Say likewise. Yeah. Well, I mean, I always hear yours, but like talking, because not always, but often I've been listening to your stuff a little bit more lately, and some of it's really good, some of it's hilarious. I just I want to throw in my 2 cents and my jokes too, but obviously I can't. So I just wanted to come on and say hi.
Well, I appreciate
Harvey,
it,
he's the one who's really Harvey Truth. He's the one who introduced me to Michelle's channel. That's when I started realizing, there's more people out there. Even if they're smaller channels, they're still good. Mm-hmm. And so I decided to check out Michelle's channel.
Wait, who introduced me? Wait, say that again.
Russian Vids. You and I were both on a live chat in one of his streams that he was having maybe a few months ago, and I started adding a few of his followers that seemed that, they were consistent. You're one of them.
Okay. All right. So he didn't suggest me. You just found me there.
No, he suggested your channel. I'm not sure, but yeah, anyways. So Harvey's the one who introduced me.
I'm surprised because he did eventually kick me off his platform.
Oh, really?
You missed that live show,
what?
didn't you?
You're probably talking about, I think RFB, and they're buddies, and
Yeah, well,
I actually wanted to talk about a little bit about that later.
I did expose Richie from Boston.
Sure.
he was on Inside Edition recently, and I wanted to expose that. And that was the reason why RV kicked me off his. I was a Patreon and a moderator on our RV's channel, and
Yeah, I am right.
I confronted him. I confronted him about talking to Richie about calling the Uvalde real and a lot of different things that Richie was spewing out. And because he idolized, well, I don't know if he idolized him, but he acted like he did. And I thought, well, if you're going to call out the shills, then you need to call them all out. And he tore me up. He kicked
Really?
me off the oh yeah, he told me I was on the rag. You must be on the rag, Michelle. And I've already addressed this. And as a matter of fact, why don't you just get the heck off my channel and never come back? Yep, that's how he addressed it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I don't,
But that's why I had to ask. So go ahead.
Sure.
I just wanted to explain that to you, but you continue on. I'm glad you found me. I'm glad you found me, and I've never heard him ever promote my channel because I don't even know if he knew I had a channel. But anyway, 33 watching again. Somebody come in or go out. No kidding. I'm just kidding.
That's funny.
Oh,
Well, I mean, since we're on the subject, I might as well just continue with it.
Yeah.
Because for me, this is the way I feel. I like to keep everything. How do they say? Just like no bad blood. Between other believers.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way that I'm very, very careful with other believers. And if I cross the line, the Bible says that drop what you're doing. Don't even sacrifice at the altar. Go make it right with your brother. Then come back. And so on and so forth. But like the whole thing with Richie, I didn't see it. And eventually I heard about it because even Romina was saying about it, like what he did on Mike Decker's live. And I was like, all right, I didn't see. So I know he's a believer. At least he seems like he is.
Well, the way he
and so is Russian.
Okay, look, so I did do a live on it, and I did do a beginning of the live, and I showed RV's comments to me. I'm not trying to rag on RV.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not trying to pick a fight with anyone either.
No, but let me explain myself because I know Ange Walker is in the chat also.
I saw her.
I want to welcome her. That's where I've seen her most was on RV's channel as a mod, and I was a mod also. But I wanted to say hello to her, and I just want you guys to understand. I am going to call out a shill, and I'm going to call out anybody that that does someone else poorly. He did me poorly, and I'm not going to smear him. I mean, he's very good at what he does, and that's why I was there. But he also dropped me like a fly. Like I was just a piece of crap, and I did not cuss at him. I didn't say anything bad to him. I just asked him to call out Richie from Boston, and he told me I must be on the rag and to get the heck off his channel. And I think for him, for being a Christian, he shouldn't have addressed it that way, but he did it publicly in his comments on Rockfin. And it really hurt my feelings, but at the same time, I just wanted to explain that to you guys, since I do know that Ange is here, and since you had mentioned him, I just kind of wanted to just get you guys to understand. But I will call out Richie from Boston like in a heartbeat. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I mean that's how you are. Other people are other ways. I know Richie. I'm sorry, not Richie. RV has said that he's kind of this way and whatnot, but I'm not going to speak for anyone else.
Right.
That's just how I am. I don't. The Bible says, don't. I guess it says no. It says an abomination is one that sows discord among the brethren, and I just don't want to be like that. I think if it's like someone like David Weiss or Mark Sargent, call him out immediately. Or what's his name? I don't know. There's other people, but anyway.
I hear you, man. I totally get it. If you're not sure, just don't say nothing at all, right?
Yeah, And I mean, I definitely have my opinions. Trust me, I'm human. I'm emotional, but I just like to keep it straightforward. There's people even on my comments. I have 70 subs. Give me a break, and they're telling me things. I'm just like, well, if you got something to say, like, let's go live and let's present it, you know? Let's not keep it in the comments, but that's another topic, you know.
Yeah, man. Post your channel in the comments.
For
Yes.
sure, yeah, absolutely.
Let's do this real quick since you mentioned that, Chuck. Anybody that has a channel that would like to promote their channel in my chat, the more the merrier. Please feel free to do so. Actually, I don't think I modded Ange.
Yeah, Ange needs a wrench so she can share her channel too.
Ange, I have modded you. I mod everybody because I want everybody to feel like they're on the same level.
Yeah.
And if we do get trolls in, I just hope that somebody snags them, and then I can go ahead and block them. But Ange, you are now modded. Anybody else that is not modded, please let me know, and I will give you a wrench. But yeah. So if you want to promote your channel, everybody drop the link in the chat. I think that's okay. I think the more truth we can get out, the better.
Yeah, that's awesome. Absolutely. And let me just actually have to just grab my charger really quick because I noticed it says it's
It gets hot
low.
when you're on. It gets hot when you're on live stream, don't it?
And I
Does it?
was charging it because last time I was getting ready to come on and I had it charging, and it's just gave me a little notification, but I got it right here. But yeah, like I was saying, you know, I guess jumping subjects. Also wanted to talk about. I have like a really quick testimony. You know, I'm also a believer. I don't know if anyone can tell, but definitely into. Sorry, I was getting my things. Biblical cosmology. Back in 2010, you know, my pastor. He wasn't my pastor at that time, but he was a preacher. That's all I knew him by. You know, a preacher knocked on my door, showed me the word of God, and I believed. And that was 2010. Following day, I was biblically baptized in Sunday services, and I guess 10 years later, in 2020, it was settled. You know, any kind of doubt that I had, and that's what happened to be the same year. You know, the whole boogie virus as oh yeah, like I wanted to say earlier, like Daniel Pratt, he's the one who put me on to Chuck. So I just want to give a shout out to Daniel. He's pretty awesome too. It's funny. But back to this, 2020 is when I started waking up to what was going on. You know, for me, it was the whole money thing. Growing up, grew up in SoCal. I seen money coming and go. You know, working on Ventura Boulevard, you literally just being in traffic on the way to work. You're just in traffic with millions, hundreds of $1 million cars already. It's crazy. So it just wasn't something that I was after. You know, it's something that I didn't seek after. So like fast forwarding, it was definitely one of the major points that I believe that, you know, led me to the truth community. Whole 9/11 thing. I don't know if we could say that, but that was something else. Moving forward,
You can say whatever you want. You know
Okay.
what? If you're gonna take me down, I got a backup channel. I'm not afraid to
Like
start
this
over
thing.
again. I know you guys will eventually find me, but yeah, say whatever you want except for about the CV thing.
Okay.
As far as any medical disinformation. You know what I mean? Wink, wink.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're good to go.
Okay, cool. And my laptop's plugged in, so all right, awesome. So yeah, that was that. The money thing, just wasn't into it. It was actually just unattractive to me. That thing in September that happened that year. Then what happened in 2020. And then just like the music is so trash. Hadn't been watching TV either for such a long time just because of all the script that's just so obvious.
Mm-hmm.
And all this stuff just kept pushing me away, you know, from the world, and eventually led me to Christ, which, you know, it was God just like every single step of the way. So glory to God, you know, giving me a chance and making the way for the Gentiles for sure. And then just moving forward. So what happened was I was watching Mark Sargent with, not for Flat Earth though, because he was talking about what was going on, you know, current events, April 2020, let's just say that era. And I could see in the background all this flat earth stuff, and I was like, okay, whatever. I've heard of this. This is kind of, I'll just listen to him. He's pretty good. about what he's talking about. Like, wow, this is on point. Wow, government is this and that. So it's like, long story short, once we got up to speed with what everything was going on with the economy and with the health system, myself, working in the hospice industry already for a few years, my wife being an RN BSN, and just certain things, the terminology like comorbidities that I wouldn't have known if anything, if I wasn't in that industry already. Just reading health journals that really opened my eyes, like, hey, why are they saying this, but something is saying this? Now, I don't think I've said anything yet, So anyway, moving forward, I got so up to speed where I was like, you can't keep up with everything that they're giving you on these daily briefings. You can now kind of call it out, like, okay, this and that. And I'm trying to be very vague for the platform that we're on. But anyway, once I got up to speed, like I said that already, I went back to that Mark Sargent. I was like, hey, let me just watch that for entertainment. And certain things started to didn't add up, like the Suez Canal, and it being, I forgot how long, I think almost 1,000 miles, maybe not that long, and like absolutely no curvature accounted for. And I was like, well, that's kind of odd. And then I heard about the Nile River running upstream, up the globe, against gravity, against the spin or all these things. And I was just like, oh, wait a minute. And then I heard about the satellites and then I heard about scripture, and that was what settled it for me. How scripture actually, talked about the leveled earth, the stationary earth, the founded earth, the pillared earth, the domed earth, heaven above, God's throne, and earth below, his footstool, and those that are willingly ignorant, that the earth in the water and out of the water. And I'm just like, wait a minute, and then even in the 10 Commandments, it says, thou shalt not make anything that heaven above, or things below on the earth, or things that are under the earth. I'm like, or even I think it says in the New Testament, like water under the earth. And I'm like, where is all these things that it's talking about? And I asked God, I said, if this is real, show it to me, prove it to me, show me the truth, and reveal the deception. And I would pray and pray, and finally, it all just made sense. And by April 20th, I could say that definitely, without a doubt, I know Jesus is the Son of God. I know that we're living on a leveled earth under a dome, and God's up there. And when you die and you're saved, you go to heaven, you go with him. The Bible says that, to be absent from the body is to be present with Christ. And the Bible says that Christ is at the right hand of God. And even when Stephen died, he says he was looking up, and I saw the heavens open up, and the glory of God and Jesus at the right hand of him. So we know where we're going, and I'm just so sure about this. And now this is why I'm so adamant about it, that it leads people to one conclusion, and you're either going to accept it or reject it. And that's why I'm trying to tell other people about flat earth.
Hey, can I interrupt you real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to say amen. Keep going.
First of all, I want to say hello to KK. He's a really good friend of mine. I love him very much. I met him through Vegas. He just now came on the panel, so I just wanted to say hello to him. Keep going on. Sergio, please go ahead and continue your story. But I wanted to say that to KK.
Welcome, KK.
Yeah. So continue on.
Absolutely. Yeah. No worries. Yeah. KK, welcome as well. I haven't met you before, but thanks for being here, and they have you on, and definitely want to hear what you have to say as well. That's really it, and now I'm here and just trying to just stay in the same community with others that are like-minded. That's why I like this whole Sunday night live. There's a lot of like-minded people, and even in the chat, you don't have to be on the chat exactly on the panel, but in the chat, there's a lot of like-minded people, and there's also other people
we don't
here
feel so crazy, do we? Yeah, you don't feel so crazy.
No, absolutely not. No.
I think this platform
natural.
Is really it's more personable. You got a lot of background. You're outside, aren't you, KK?
Yeah, I'm outside. I was just waiting for you guys to stop talking for a second so I could come on in. How y'all doing?
I love you. I just want to let you know that.
Well,
I love you, Michelle. Always do.
I love you more. I love you more.
No, I just have to say that to him. He's such a good guy and such a big heart. And I just had to tell him that because it's been a long time.
Oh yeah, and I've been checking in on your streams and all that. I just haven't had time to catch the chats and all that, but I've been around.
Yeah.
So, how you guys doing? Like, what are we talking about tonight? I mean, I've been listening for a minute off and on. My phone's been acting all wacky and all this, but I mean, I know you guys are talking about Christ and testimony, flat Earth, and all that, but what?
Kind of
Like, there's
everything,
some,
man. Whatever you want to talk
there's,
about.
I mean, there's some like, there's a lot of people waking up nowadays. It's kind of tripping me out. Like people that I've been, talking to for a long time are starting to, I tried to wake up a while ago. They're starting to be like, hey, you know what you were saying back then? It's like, I'm starting to kind of get it now. It's like, it trips me out a little bit. It's like, what is going on? Like people are really waking up a little bit. I'm not saying like to the extent of flat Earth and like, the whole situation, but it's kind of like
they're thinking.
They are, man. And then the vaccines and all that, they're like, yeah, no, the ones that didn't take it will never take a vaccine. The ones that didn't take it yet are never going to take it, and the ones that did take it that I talked to are like, oh, I'm never going to get a booster. Worst decision of my life. I wish I would have never listened to that pressure and all this stuff. It's like, well, you should have just listened to me from the beginning, It's kind of trippy the way everything's starting to unfold right here.
Brother.
No, I know, but I mean, they're waking up from it though at the same time. It's like they're starting to realize they're like, I wish I would have never done it, It's like, well, you should have listened, but they're at the same time, they're like, man, I wish I didn't do that. It's kind of trippy how this is all unfolding right now.
Right. It's exciting. I've been able to plant some seeds, but first things first, the only troll that is allowed on my channel, his name is Grumpy Troll, and I wanted to tell him welcome.
What's up, GT?
Hey, what's going on, yo? How's it going?
Are you grumpy tonight, man?
He's the only one. He's the only troll that's welcome on my channel. Period. Yeah, I just wanted to say, I just got a new job about a month and a half ago, and I've been planting some seeds, and it's been going well. So I just wanted to say how gratifying that is when you can speak your mind and people are listening. They're actually listening, and you're conversing with them. And so planting some seeds and talking to strangers that you've never met before is totally awesome. So I'm very grateful. I'm very thankful. And that's what I'm set out to do, is to do that. And it's so gratifying. I'm telling you, my heart is just so happy right now in the place I'm in. And so continue on, KK and Grumpy or
no, that's great. I mean, it's always good to plant seeds and all that, but the thing that I'm talking about is like, what trips me out is these people I don't see every day. Like I see them maybe once a month or so, back and forth, and I may have planted seeds back then and they were totally against, because I was on the, when I found out about flat Earth 3 years ago or whatever, 2017, like right after the Vegas deal, I was on the flat Earth kick, and I'm like, I got to talk to these guys about this stuff. And then I was like, and then the next step is going to be this, and all that. And they're like, damn, you kind of called this pretty well. But I mean, but it's just weird because now they're starting to ask questions, and especially when the COVID thing started rolling out and I wasn't wearing a mask and all that. And I would see these guys, once a month and try to like just tell them, hey, dude, it's not what you think it is, man. It's really not that big of a deal, and just like relax a little bit. And, I told them the vaccine's going to come out, and I don't know. I just knew how it was going to play out and all this stuff. I'm sure a lot of us did, and then it's just kind of weird how all this happened. And now a lot of them that didn't want to listen back then are starting to ask questions, and They're starting to want to know a little bit more, and it's not even that. It's just it's going mainstream now. Like a lot of it's going mainstream. I don't know. I've been going through the YouTube Shorts and all that stuff, and it's going mainstream. Like a lot of big names are starting to talk about this type of stuff, and it's weird how this is all playing out. And I don't know if it's part of the psyop or it's part of the agenda, but it's kind of weird how, you know, a lot of people were being silenced for speaking on this stuff in the beginning, but now there's a lot of big names talking about it, and they're allowed to. It's so weird to me how all this stuff is playing out, and how a lot of people that were so against listening in the past are starting to ask questions now, and it's just crazy to me. I don't know how to explain what I'm trying to say, but it's weird, you know.
Right. And you're from Cali, so there's, you know, we're from all over. Where are you from, Sergio?
Yeah, I'm from Southern California, and
Yeah.
I definitely see the same thing happening. And it's definitely from the most, I wouldn't say strangest, but just, you know, unsuspecting individuals are turning to the truth. You know, I have, like, you know, elderly women in my church that they know about flat Earth, they know about the truth of the government, and just, you know, things like that. And my daughter, she's, you know, 12 years old. She knows what's up. So it's just like just such a range of people waking up, and like, yeah, like Frosty was saying, what I'm doing is planting seeds. It's so many different ways, you know, online, in person, with the stuff that I wear, you know, just always planting those seeds and definitely waking people up. But yeah, over here in Southern California, it's been a journey. I remember I got kicked out of the Paris hotel when I went to Vegas when this all happened, trespassing because I didn't want to put on a diaper, and I was asking the security guard. I was like, "Well, what's the law? Like, why are you kicking me out?" He's like, "Well, look it up." I'm like, "Just tell me what it is." He's like, "You have to put it on. Don't you know that? Look online. Look on Google." I'm like, "You're kicking me out for something that you can't even quote?" I'm like, "Come on, bro." And I just wanted him just to tell me what it was. I guess I was being a little stubborn too, and I got us kicked out. But it was so interesting. The next hotel we went to, security guard was standing right next to us, you know, and the other guy wouldn't do it. And he says, "Oh, we don't really listen to that." So it's just arbitrary.
Right.
Mm.
I wanted to say welcome T and welcome Grumpy Chol. If you guys want to speak, go ahead.
Oh, good morning, good afternoon, good night. No, how you doing? Yeah, it's been a great day for me. I hope everybody's having a great one.
Yeah.
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 Well, what was I gonna say? Homebound, heaven bound. I gotta talk to you real quick.
I was going to share my.
If you do ever talk to your friend Atheism again, I would like to talk to him somehow, one way or another. So if you can pass that along.
Chuck.
Yeah.
Who's talking to you?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
appreciate it.
Our schedules are kind of different, but yeah, I mean.
No, but whatever. It don't matter. Just, you know, point in my direction or whatever.
Yeah, man. It's a crazy story. Like I said, man, he was having some real issues with his daughter. Yeah, he lived in California also, man, and literally she was demon possessed. I mean, there's no doubt about it. I mean, that's some scary stuff.
She was demon manifested, which is different than demon possessed. Manifestation.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, a demon came out through her. Yeah. But it was pretty wild.
Yeah, I guess wild. It's a wild world we're living in.
Hey, you can say that again.
Mm-hmm. So,
Okay, Grumpy, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Do you want to hear my weird RFB story?
You that's what we're doing a platform for. You're up here, little kitty. I'm just kidding.
All right. So I don't know. Do you guys know that channel Marfugal?
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, I got to watch the birth of a shill. So whenever they started making him popular, what they did is the first thing they did is they had him take a drone over a FEMA facility And then they started putting in everybody's feed to where everybody was subscribing to him all of a sudden. Right. And so then the next thing they did is they set up, it was like right when Discord started being a thing. So they set up a Discord, got everybody to join. I was kind of naive a little bit in my truth game at that point. So I joined and I was on there and I was like showing people about like preparation, freeze drying food, all kinds of different things. And they ended up inviting me to like kind of be like a guest host on one of their side shows they were doing for preps. And one of the mods on there, like all of a sudden kind of latched onto me and started taking a liking to me and like somewhat kind of seduced me. And she lived like the next state over. So we ended up renting like an Airbnb like on the state line and hooking up. And at that same time, she had like a YouTube channel. RFB started promoting her. And she did like a decode on the Economist cover, I think 2019 or something like that. And so he was pushing that real heavy on his channel, decode information and like basically making her popular. All right, who's making all the racket? All right. Anyway, so I go and I meet up with her and whatnot. And while we're meeting up, she's like telling me all this stuff that like she probably maybe didn't know exactly what she was telling me, but since I can use deductive logic, I was able to kind of figure out what she was saying. But what she was saying things like, do you know KJ from The Scariest Story Ever is?
Yep.
Yeah, we all know him.
Okay. Yeah. So she was telling me she had his cat carrier from when he got in his motorcycle accident and came back to the United States, fleeing, South America for the hospital bills they're going to put him in prison for or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So she's basically saying, I know KJ, I've got his cat carrier. I know Marfugel, I'm the mod there. I know RFB. And basically she's essentially exposing this entire shill network that's not just the main characters that we see on YouTube, but also the mods. And these people are essentially trained to be in these positions of controlling the narrative and the information.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
That makes sense.
100%.
I think some of these mods don't even know though. Like they're just controlled. They want to feel accepted and they want to feel inside the inner circle. So they, to a certain extent, once they get accepted into that inner circle, they kind of just go with the program. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, because they're mods. They're like, oh yeah, well, we're a mod now, so we,
Well,
we gotta agree. We gotta agree with the channel creator, and we gotta, keep the narrative going. It's not necessarily they're knowing what they're doing. Sorry.
It's just like the Freemasons, where they've got the lower level mods and they've got the upper level and the no mods. So not all mods are going to be, in the club. They're going to have mods. They're just there going along with the get along because they feel special, like you're saying.
Right. Exactly.
Hey, can I say one thing real quick about KJ real quick? I listened to him like 10 years ago, man. But after a while, I'm thinking the guy was living out in like the jungle, Costa Rica or somewhere. He's ex-military.
Yep.
And I just never got a good vibe from that guy, man. I mean, he just seems like CIA. I mean, I just felt like CIA all over him. I'm like, what do you do? I mean, what does he do to make a living? But
you know what's a trip is all these guys are ex-military, and half of them, I don't know if you pay attention to any of the gun channels or like the
I love
Vigilance
the gun
Elite.
channels. Yeah, I love gun channels,
the Vigilance Elite, the Black Scout Survival, the all these guys, they will come out and tell you what's the other one? Shit, I can't remember. Or even, all the big names are ex-CIA, the Black Rifle Black Rifle Coffee Company. No, they're not Oath Keepers. They're CIA agents that have been put in a position.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they got out of the military and they were in the CIA before, and now they're put into a different spot to, pretend like they're patriots and all this stuff to guide people's thought patterns down a certain path. It's crazy how it works. Once you really see the patterns, it's kind of weird,
That's exactly
you got a
right.
channel, man. I mean, like I said, you're talking. I mean, that's truth, man. I mean, do you have a channel? I said, I've never. Yeah, do you have a channel?
I do. I don't put a whole lot out on there. I might put some like homestead videos about my cats and dogs and other things, but
Yeah, can I just I want to say one thing while you're on here about Hickok 45, big gun channel,
Yep.
like the biggest. Man, like back when in 2012 when the school shooting up there at North, I guess Michelle doesn't care, but Sandy Hook happened. Dude, I'm telling you, man, I was just then waking up. That was the first thing that really woke me up. And Hickok 45 had like 15, 20,000 subs back then. And I had all this information and I was excited because I was into guns. I wanted to fight the good fight. I was all about, Second Amendment and stuff. So I started sharing links with this guy Hickok, man, thinking that, well, he's for the Second Amendment. Well, I started sharing this stuff, man, and that guy came back, answered my question, and blasted me. Said that I hope and pray that you never have children because people like you are the problem with society. I pray you never own a gun, and just
Wow.
crushed me back then, man. And I was just like, "Are you kidding me? You're not even going to want to watch what I got to show you, man." And
heaven bound. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I'm just saying they already know, and they're there. You know how the CIA infiltrated the news media, right? That's obvious for all of us. I mean, they started with talking with journalists, like actual people trying to find real stories. They started with having their guys talk to them and they gave them a little bit of truth and then a little bit of what they wanted them to say. And that's how it started. And nowadays we have the full CIA agent on the news media, Tucker Carlson, all these guys, they're straight CIA agents.
Right on, man.
And
You're preaching to the
that
choir.
was, yeah. I know, I already know. That's what I'm saying. But now they realize is that they have more influence on these other platforms such as YouTube. So they send their guys into YouTube and they put their faces out there and they boost their algorithms and they get them a whole bunch of subscribers. So it's like it's the same thing. It's just they're more believable to the normal average Joe because they're not on the big stream news medias. They got their own platform, so they think. But you ever heard of Leviathan with all these guys, the guns? Yeah. So it's the same thing. These guys, half of the guys are CIA agents, half of them are just paid, to promote a story, and they get told what to say.
Well, they knew about this. They knew about YouTube way before it even came out. They had their people in place, like you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, the same thing as with Bookface. Yeah.
They were planning on the mainstream media crumbling, and they knew they were losing control of that narrative, and they knew the next place to grab a hold of the narrative was YouTube and places like that.
Exactly.
Because they already know people are running from this and going to that.
That's why we get censored, man. That's why I've lost 4 channels because we're not bought. We're not paid for. They don't want us out there because most of the people they own.
But people don't realize that. They think they're actually listening to like an alternative news source when they're actually just listening to the same garbage that they want you to listen to in a different format. It's
crazy.
But at the same time, they are getting they're getting more aggressive with how much they're putting out there and how close to like they're actually telling some truth. It's kind of weird. Like they are telling some truth. It's hard to like be like, I don't know how to explain it.
Well, you
but
got
it's
to
like,
give some truth, man. You got to masquerade, as
of
an
course,
angel of light.
it's like Alex Jones, and it's just weird, man. It's weird how this is all happening, and it's happening fast, and a lot of people are waking up to certain things pretty fast and going down certain rabbit holes. So that's why I was like, I've been kind of tripping out. Like, man, people I've been talking to for years, and a lot of people I know that are starting to ask more questions to me and stuff. Now it's like, where are you starting to hear this from? Like where's this coming from? Because I've been telling you this for years, and it's just weird because it's more mainstream than it ever was. So it's kind of weird that more truth is getting out there, but at the same time, people are still as dumb as ever.
Well, and let me just say this real quick.
Yeah, 100%.
As I get excited when I plant the seeds and people listen to me and I get to tell the truth, at the same time, all they need to do is shut the lights off. And that's all it's going to take. Once they do that, I think that's eventually coming. I'm not trying to be a fearmonger or anything like that, but yeah, that's why I want everybody. I want to leave a footprint. I want us to be able to, uh, spread the word amongst everybody. Real quick, do you know who's there? Does anybody know who's there? In the chat. Chuck.
Oh, the person who's there?
Yes.
I don't know. No, I don't.
Chuck.
It sounds familiar. I don't know.
Oh, sorry. I was talking, but I was muted.
Do you know?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know who he is.
Okay, so I just want to make sure so I can mod them.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. You're modded now. Okay,
Do
but
you know them, but are they cool, or you know them like that?
I haven't had tea with them.
How well do you know?
Like
I haven't had tea with them. No, but I don't. I'm not going to mod anybody if nobody knows who they are. And Chuck and I.
MT Callie. Yeah, I know her. Yeah, she's good people.
All right.
She's good
Verified.
people,
She's good to go.
That's
Yeah.
what I need to do.
Yeah,
Because I get
she's
too
good
many
people.
trolls. Like I said, I only have one troll that's allowed in my.
MT Callie, you changed your name. You have changed your name a couple times, and that confuses me sometimes. But yeah, sorry.
So to expand GKT on what you were saying about how it seems like they're really putting out a lot of real information these days, I'm wondering, do you know what the apocalypse actually means, like in nomenclature wise?
Yeah, they're revealing.
The revealing, yeah. So that's where we're at. Is that
Of course, yeah.
100%.
It's revelation. Knowledge will. There will be more knowledge. Of course, yeah.
So that's where we're at in the whole cycle. Is they're now actually putting out the truth, mixed in with a bunch of lies. But they're people with discernment and the desire to know the truth will dig through all the information and find out. And so that's kind of like, and that's how they get rid of the bad karma that could potentially come back to haunt them.
I understand that 100%. But it just trips me out, because knowing the truth for so long and then just everybody trying to cling on and start telling it like they know it and like pretending like they've been knowing it. It's annoying as hell,
Yeah.
And it bugs the shit out of me, but it's like, I'm glad you guys are at least catching on. But at the same time, it's like, man, it bugs me because I've been trying to tell them for so long, and it's annoying at the same time. But it's like, I'm glad. I hope they can all be saved. I hope they all repent and also like really learn more and dig into it. I hope once they start learning, they don't stop learning, and but it takes so much time to really know what you need to know and how deep it goes. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's hard.
Right.
Yeah, let me say this. I've heard that from so many people that they sit there and they go, "Oh, people are waking up. They're waking up to this. They're waking up." No, I don't feel they are. I think that people are more asleep than ever. I think people are waking up to certain things, maybe the virus or whatever, but I don't even know if they're awake to that. I think they're awake to maybe the jab. But if anybody understands and knows how thick, how deep the rabbit hole, it's everywhere. It's every side, every turn, everywhere we look, that it is so thick. And I learn more and more every day. You can't even turn a little bit and think that it's okay, because it's not. It's all a lie. It's all.
Hey, it would take 25 years and you wouldn't even scratch the surface.
Right.
You know what I mean? These people that rule, they pass this down. They're secret societies. They educate. We have to start at zero, learning truth and praying in the Holy Spirit, but they pass it down generations and generations. You know what I mean?
And I feel overly. I feel overly bogged down a lot because I'm like, I can't even catch up. And can you imagine the people that don't have a clue? And I'm not saying nothing bad about them because it's all done by design. We all know that. We've all been
Absolutely.
fooled. We've all been fooled.
Absolutely.
I am no better than they are. They are asleep. It doesn't mean just because I'm awake that their lives don't matter. But what I'm saying is they could wake up to just the chemtrails, or people don't look up. People do not look up. Look up, people, is what I want to scream out. Look up, please. Just look up. Just so much. Looking up will, I don't know. What I'm saying is that there's just, it's so much. It's easier to believe the lie than it is to know the truth. I mean, it's just so much easier. And people are asleep looking into their phones.
Yeah.
They are so brainwashed. And I'm, like I said, it's not, I'm no better. I'm no better. All we can do is pray for them, and hopefully it gets better. I don't see people waking up enough to make a difference. I just don't. And
I agree with you. I don't think it's going to wake up enough, but I don't know. So it's at the same time, I do see people that have never really questioned anything or starting to question everything, you know.
They're
And
starting to think a little bit for themselves.
no, they're thinking a lot more than a little bit. Like, people are getting prepared and shit. Like, I know everybody I talk to is like starting to like get prepared, not only with food and all that, but with kit, like getting kit ready and using realizing their rights. And most of my guys have already known their rights and all that, but they're starting to really kit up and like get ready, like just in case. It's not like we're going to take down the government or anything like that. We don't want any violence or anything like that, but it's like a lot of these guys are really more prepared than I've ever seen, and it's kind of cool to see. At the same time, it's like, man, I've been trying to tell you guys we should always be prepared and all this stuff, and that this shit has been corrupt, but people are starting to really like focus on it, and it's just different than it's ever been before.
Right.
And then there's also all this mainstream talk, not only just about like, you know, just how do I word it? It's not only just about like the virus and all that. It's more mainstream about like, you never know, you got to prepare, you know, do this gasoline, diesel shortage. There's diesel, only 25 days worth of diesel. You got to be prepared, and you need to get your mutual assistance groups together, and, you know, have your community raise chickens and do all this stuff. And people are doing the things, and it's kind of trippy to see so many people starting to get on board with that, but at the same time understand like the majority of people aren't. So I don't know. I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, it's in my little group that I've been working with for a little bit. It's kind of cool to see them hopping on board and actually looking into different topics and trying to like realize how much they've been lied to, you know, and starting to believe some of the things I've been telling them about, all the, you know, operations that have been, you know, put against us, and how many wars we went into over lies, which is almost every single one, or it is every single one, you know. But I mean, just for them to start to realize that, and most of them are veterans and all this stuff. So for them to start realizing, hey, everything that we know and that we fought for and we did was actually for a lie and for a banker, or was for this, you know, whatever it was for, was not what we were told. And for them to kind of just like process it and then finally accept it, it's a lot different than it was talking to them 3 or 4 years ago before COVID. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird that COVID woke a lot of people up, especially the veterans that were involved or that didn't want to take the shot and then had to either get processed. But so there was a group of Navy SEALs that says, I I worked with a bunch of these guys, and then so they actually filed a lawsuit, and they were the only ones I know about so far that they had a lawsuit. There was, I think, 36 of them. I know 36. Yeah, what a number, right? But maybe it was 31. Maybe it was.
How about 57 or something like that?
Yeah, it might have been 31 or something like that. But anyways, no, you can look up the paperwork. You can look it up that they were the only ones to get their vaccine mandates through court, and they didn't have to take them. They were the only ones that got their exemptions accepted, I guess you can say. But you can look it up. You could type it in right now on Google. They were the only one. I think it was 31 or 36, 37, something like that. It was only a couple of them. They were the only ones that were able to. There was none of the Marines, Army, all those guys got let go. My brother-in-law got let go. My brother-in-law got let go from police department because he wouldn't take it. And so I've been kind of following that a little bit, but they're starting to wake up as they see all this stuff happen that they're being forced to do. It's kind of waking people up also, That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know where I'm going with that.
No, I appreciate you fully, KK. I love you.
Look up the Navy SEAL court case against the vaccine mandate, and you'll see that there was, and it was like maybe 2 months ago that they actually, the ruling came down. They were the only military branch that I know of that was allowed to keep serving without the vaccine.
I'm not. I don't even know how to respond to that. I don't look at any court case anymore for anything because I don't know what is real and what is not. And I know that sounds kind of crazy. I don't want you guys to think that, oh, she's like dumb, but I don't know. How do we really ever really know unless it's happening to us?
Right, but I mean, why would they? I mean, I don't know anybody personally that. I know a lot of people that got banned, like kicked out.
Right.
But I don't know anybody that got exempted. So, but I did read that paper and I was told that it was legit. So I mean, it's out there. If you want to look, that's the only thing. And then I know in New York, they said something about rehiring all the city workers that were fired for not
complying,
taking it. Yeah, complying, I guess you can say.
I saw something on that. And like I said, like,
but why would they lie about it though? Like, I mean, I don't understand. Like, they already told us that we already seen all the people get fired. Why would they lie about, oh, these certain group of people were exempted, these certain people were not? Like, everybody was not, basically. That we know that. Why would they lie about a certain group of people being exempted unless they really needed them or something? You know what I'm saying?
Right. No, I'm not saying they're lying. I'm not questioning.
You can look it up.
No. I'm not questioning you. It's okay. I love you. I think you're awesome. No, I'm not questioning you whatsoever. My thoughts are coming out, and I'm telling you, I question everything nowadays, because I think it goes both ways. There's propaganda that goes both ways. It's going against the community to the sheeple community. You know what I mean? It goes back and forth. They're working us all.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that.
Can I talk on that?
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, we have, like, earlier this was mentioned. We do have people that are placed in places, and they will tell you the truth. Like, we're right now, me and Danny are studying a guy called Tim McDonald, and his girlfriend is Rockefeller, right?
Tom McDonald.
Yeah, Tom. All right. Well, anyhow, we're studying him because of the fact that has made him a special case above all others, and I'm wondering why. If I'm if I play his music in regular speed, it takes me down. So I was like, something's up with you. So I'm thinking he's one of them protected peoples. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but why else? You know. So I'm at 90% protected peoples, 10%. He's just trying to get the truth out, but he's telling a lot of truth. Okay, and to that point from earlier, there are people that tell truth and gain confidence. They gain their confidence. I'm not going to mention names, just search channel. But they gain confidence, and they'll be your go-to guy, right? But yet they're making money on the back end. YouTube's got them like a protected class in a way. Their streams never go down, even though they talk about certain people they're not supposed to talk about. And just I don't know. This seems quite odd, and I do believe that there are this time is rapidly approaching where knowledge is going to be a mainstream thing. People are going to know what's really going on. And the devil does want you to know ahead of time, so that way he can have a scapegoat. You didn't do anything. Go ahead. I'm done. Get me in that mode. Go.
I'll say something really quick.
Save me.
Well, the whole thing. Well, one thing actually is that I'm in my 30s and I decided to go back to school, and I'm at a Bible college, and I'm also at a secular college right now doing my general general credits over there, general education. Anyway, that's boring. So the reason I bring that up is because I'm seeing both sides, and being in a liberal college, it's really interesting listening to what these people say and what they believe, and it's just like I think it was KK that was saying it. I'm not sure. Like,
I'm in my 30s also, bro.
That's cool, yeah. And he's like, where is this coming from, and why are they doing this? And like, there's clearly putting out truth and lies.
You
And
know what I'm
it's just like,
saying?
what in the world?
Exactly.
So what I learned recently, is that because you always hear, oh, they have to give you a little bit of truth, a little truth with their lies, and deception is duality, or also won't be duality. Okay, that's not really duality. Duality is like half and half. But either way, I understand what they're saying, but I never really knew where this came from. So the other day I watched this I think it's called Helio Sorcery documentary by Chris Sparks. He's also a believer.
I saw that.
Yeah, it's really good put together, very well put together. I think Flat Earth Banjo was there and some other people. It's pretty cool. David Weiss was there, and he was in the comments, and I was like, hey, David, you need to get saved, Jesus, by Jesus. And anyway, so back to this though, I took a screenshot of something, and it says that they need to introduce all persons to dispute, and they're going to do this by learning against learning, and that's literally saying like you're going to learn truth and learn lies and learn lies, and it says this at most will make them attentive to the superiors and teachers, and that was by Cardinal Wolsey, Catholic. And of course, that applies to heliocentrism, but that's also came from the Rosicrucians, was basically Freemasonry. Everything's Freemasonry, no matter what you want to call it, Illuminati or Knights Templar, whatever you want to call it. It's all Freemasonry. That's what it is.
Truth. Yeah.
They're literally introducing this for us to dispute, to keep saying, well, it is. Well, no, it's not. And then they just sit up there and look at them, laugh. There's even a meme about them, like, oh, just let them fight against each other. I forgot how it goes. But I also wanted to say really quick, I need to step out. I have to take my daughter home really quick, and then I can come back, or either way, just jump in the chat. But thank you, Michelle, Chuck, everyone else.
Thank you so much.
I'll definitely keep listening.
Yeah, thank you so much.
It's good talking to you.
Hopefully do this again.
Come back if you can.
All right.
I appreciate
like 30 minutes or so.
I really do. KK, he just dropped out. KK, just know that I love you, and I think you're awesome, and I really miss talking with you. Just so you know. Thank you for coming on, KK. But yeah, Sergio, yeah, thank you so much. Come back though for sure. Oh,
Okay. All right. Yeah, absolutely. All right, guys. Take care. Let's see you in a little bit.
all right.
Later, brother.
Thank you.
Okay, KK, you can come back on. It said that you weren't connected, so keep trying if you can. Hi, Lumpy. I didn't say hello to you. I wanted to tell you hello. But yeah, KK, come back on if you can.
Lumpy says he has something worth telling too, so just jump in, man. Everybody's, we've been having everybody on here tonight, haven't we, Michelle?
Let's do it. I just posted the link again.
T, how you doing, man? Good
I'm
to see you.
doing great, brother.
Good, man.
Another day. We're trying to progress. Both we're trying to keep our feet going forward, not trying to
I
get
hear you.
involved in any disputes of any kind. But just trying to keep going after the powers that be, and keep exposing their garbage. That's what I plan on doing, bud. That's
Amen.
it. Yeah, because somebody got to do it.
Well, there's no, just so you know, there's disputes here. I definitely don't want to have disputes. Everybody that is hopping on my channel, I love, and so you guys, just so you guys know.
I love everything.
You got a lot of background, KK.
My bad. I'll mute it. It's my bad. StreamYard kicked me out. I don't know what happened. They didn't want me back in or something.
Oh no, they do that often.
Say hi.
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 Say hi.
I love you.
Hi.
Hi, baby.
Hi, baby. There the first day. Hi.
They can't hear you guys. I got you on the earphone.
Oh man, well, keep it up.
I love.
Did you denounce something? I'm not trying to.
I love kids. I love kids.
Shut up. Just seeing if you wanted to.
Okay, say what?
I was talking to my brother Kay.
Oh, okay.
Hey, sorry, I couldn't hear you. I was kicked out for a minute, so I don't know what you're talking about. Hey, get inside. Let's go. Get back inside.
I got a question for you, Kay. Are you wanting to, do the big reveal on the show here, or just waiting for some other day or something?
What about the new one on the way?
The news.
Oh yeah, I got another boy on the way, Michelle.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thanks.
That's
I knew she'd want you. Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
congratulations.
it's all God willing. It's all God willing. It wasn't planned or nothing, but hey, I've been blessed with 2 already, and I've been nothing but happy. I know it's going to be a hard run in this near future, but hey, it's all God's plan, not mine. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just living through faith and just rolling with what I got, and I love it. I love having my 2 little babies here.
That's awesome.
And my kids are never gonna be touched by those vaccine needles or any of that poison bullshit. So we're gonna roll with the punches. I'm gonna have an army of warriors on my side.
That's right. That's awesome. Good to hear.
Bravo, man. Hey, it's good to hear
Thank
people have enough faith to have babies in this time frame. God bless you, brother.
Hey, be fruitful and multiply. That's what I live by. That's what the book told me.
That's what they don't want you to do. So there you go.
That's it.
Hey, I don't listen to anything they've ever told me, so I go against all that. I gotta do the opposite, whatever they say. I listen to the good book, the scriptures, that good stuff.
Right.
As God is my witness, if He said you're gonna have another baby my old age, okay, because I'm kind of older than you guys. Maybe not. I don't even go there. I love you though. And of course, Dub's my elder. I love him, and I want to hear more Dub. Where's Dub at? Is he asleep over there in the corner? Where you at, Dub?
I'm right here enjoying
I can't even hear his mic. Come on.
My man Dub.
Dub at? Love this dude. Where's he at?
We're here.
I love Dub also. Dub's the man.
Yes, he is. He is. He's such.
I just woke him up. He's up now. Check him up.
Oh, he's here. He's been here.
Yeah, yeah, I've been here all the time. I'm just listening to. I'm always.
I know. I gotta make way. I'll concede my time to Dub.
I always wanted to hear some other people on the panel, and finally tonight we got some good people on the panel. I've just been listening.
Yeah, this is cool. This is good hearing from other people.
I'm smiles the whole time. I just wanted to let you all know that I have a perma-grin on my face this whole entire time. I even though you can't see it, but I am just so much enjoying this. So thank you so much for everybody joining the panel. I really appreciate it. And everybody in the chat, I wanted to say hello to Uncool Rock. Thank you so much for coming by. Love you guys. Really, I'm having such a wonderful time tonight, just so you guys know.
Yeah, and with the setup here, I can't see the chat, so forgive me for not contributing to the chat and acknowledging people.
Him and I are one, since it says Frosty and Dub.
Yeah.
I'm guilty of that. I haven't looked. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. Sarah, thank you so much. Welcome, who's there? Holy moly, we got some background noise.
Sorry, my bad.
Lumpy, well, welcome to the panel.
Lumpy, hey brother. Hey brother.
Can you hear me?
Are you
Can you
there?
hear me?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, we
shoot,
hear
I
you.
gotta fix
No,
audio.
I'm saying that. You're responding to me, Chuck. He hasn't responded yet.
Nice
Hold
to
on.
see you, Lumpy.
Hold on, I'm
Lumpy.
trying to get on. Shoot. I'm sorry, I screwed up
Oh,
again. I can't remember. I'm coming.
It's like he's walking through the woods.
I know.
There he is.
I'm here. I'm trying to get this.
I'm coming.
My microphone.
I'm almost there.
I'm trying.
Okay.
Sorry about that. I gotta remember that.
That's okay.
That can happen.
I just wanted
Can
to.
I read Yo Laserbeam's comment?
What the heck? Where's that button?
The construct has intentionally turned the public into the audience in a dog and pony circus clown freak popcorn production to serve a small crowd of psychopaths that will destroy all it touches. Thank you.
Okay.
Hey guys,
I
can
don't
you
know
hear me
where
now?
you read that.
What was that? What was that?
Hey, can you hear me?
I was reading in the comments, and it's
I can hear you.
from 621, and it's Yo Laserbeam's comment. So I had in the chat.
Well,
So I
Yo
was like
Laserbeam.
scanning, seeing.
Well, Yo Laserbeam, you rock. You know how I feel. You're always welcome.
He's all right.
He's all right. He's all right. Oh, he's awesome. He's such a good guy.
I'm just playing. I'm sorry. This shouldn't be funny.
No, you're fine. Totally fine. Hey, Grumpy. We haven't heard any grumpiness.
Bring your troll ass in here, Grumpy.
I'm here.
Hey,
Grumpy, we need some grumpiness.
I'm just doing a million things at once right now. My business has been super busy lately.
All right. Just want to know you're still there.
Is he really
Yeah,
a troll, or is that just his name?
Oh, he's the only troll that's allowed on my channel. That's all I know.
I'm
He's
a good
my troll. Okay, so
What?
He's a CIA
He
troll. He's
trolls me.
monitoring
He
us. That's why he's just
he
hanging out.
trolls me. He's my troll. My personal
Hey,
troll.
why don't you start trolling, Grumpy? I want to hear it. Shut your ass down real quick.
No.
Hey, that's
my trolling skills are cannot be overcome.
well, didn't say he succeeded now. All right.
We ain't playing around here, Grumpy. You wanna troll us? I'll just give you a warning. You better bring your A game.
I know, because we're gonna shoot you down.
Any name he gives me, I'll make it one of my accounts. You feel me?
We ain't playing around here now.
That's funny.
He called me two-eyed poo. I made an account with Trump as
hell no.
poo emoji.
So Lumpy,
Hell no.
Lumpy, are you there? Lumpy's a still pitcher.
Sorry.
Lumpy might be
Sorry.
stuck in a vacuum.
I got.
There he is. How you doing, Lump?
I'm good. I'm good. Hold on one second. I'm never going to do this mistake again. All right. Okay.
What'd you do?
Are you okay?
Are you high or something?
No, I'm frustrated. Can you hear me now?
Been drinking tonight?
No, I'm frustrated because I forgot that my microphone for the phone doesn't do it. And I figured Bluetooth, this works in other places that I've used them. That isn't doing it. So I got to go to my car and start it actually, and then hook up the Bluetooth. So I got to go to my settings and hit Bluetooth. And
Wow, that sounds
like
like a lot of work.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Yeah,
good. Oh,
We can hear you.
okay, so what I wanted to share, and maybe people can, but it's verifiable, and it really doesn't work with the globe. But when you get beyond the equator, you have to make a correction every certain number of miles, 15 degrees always west, to continue in a south direction. Now,
Oh, geez, Louise.
yeah, to the equator it would work because it's getting further out, but it doesn't get back to a point, and that's really.
Bro, I've heard all the flat Earth stuff, man. I don't know. Listen, Michelle, you wanna talk about this right now? I don't know.
Oh, I can drop it
I've
out.
heard
You
all the
did.
flat Earth stuff the whole time,
flat,
man. I've heard everything, and it's like it gets old after a certain amount of time. I mean, I'll listen, but it's just like,
hold on, but
geez,
I have a
man.
question. In what way is this to learn this to be able to teach it not relevant? Really, to be honest, I mean, it's the most. I challenge anyone here. What is more verifiable? In
I'm waiting for the challenge. Hey, GKT, what's your name?
Yeah,
GKT?
don't go there. I'm not in this. I'm out. I'm out.
Well, we know you're out because
I'm out.
You don't do the flat Earth.
Go ahead and finish your statement. If you're gonna start, just finish it, bro. I mean, come on. I don't want to get into all the flat Earth shit right now. I mean, who cares? At this point, I don't care. I don't think it's a globe spinning through this vacuum of space, but I don't care at this point, man. It's like whatever. We got more
Hey,
important
man,
shit to deal with,
as long as you don't believe
like
that
the
it's
end of the
been-
world. Well, hey, we got more important shit to deal with, like the world ending, like right now, and the takeover of the free world. I mean, I know we're not free per se, but geez Louise, dude, this shit is getting insane right now. We need to be focused on what's going on in our, in our
I know
personal lives
has
right now.
everybody has different parts to do though. Everybody has a role.
I've already seen all the flat Earth shit. I mean, go ahead. I'm sorry to interrupt. I'm being rude. I'm not trying to do that.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I mean, come on, KK.
Come on, man. We being rude.
I'm so sick of the flat Earth arguments. I'm so sick of all of it. I really
We're
am.
not arguing. We're all flat earthers, but T.
He sounded like he was. I know he's tripping, but I mean, this guy. I thought he was going to try to debunk the. I thought he was coming on to try to debunk the flat Earth or something. It's like I don't even. I'm not a scientist. I'm not here to argue degrees of spin and all this shit, man.
None of us are on here to argue by any means.
My bad. My bad. If you want to hear it, it's your channel, Michelle. I'm sorry. I apologize.
No,
I'm going
you're
to shut up
fine.
now.
You're fine, but I think you're misunderstanding. He really didn't come on here and say anything. I don't even know where he's at, but no, he's a flat
All
earth.
right, go. Please finish.
I think he's stuck in a lumpy vacuum.
I don't know what.
Here's my quick diatribe of the whole flat earth thing is every time they've ever given us two options, flat or round, they're hiding a third option. Democrat, Republican, so on and so on.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Lumpy, there
exactly.
is a third option. I'm a realmist, not a flat earther or a round earther or a hollow earther or a solid earther. I'm a realmist.
That's the same thing I am under different terms. I say matrix, matrix earther.
Okay, I'd rather be separate.
It's a numerical.
Flat Earth is flat Earth is a psyop term in general, and that's why he left. He knew he was up against some heavy hitters right here. He didn't want none. He was going to bring some globe Earth proof. I can't explain this. Can you guys explain this to me with the 15 degrees?
No, bro, no,
and all
no,
this
no,
shit?
no. He
Like,
wasn't.
that's what he was.
No. He's a flat earther. He wasn't.
He's a flat earther. He's not a.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to run you off, bro. I'm sorry. I'll mute myself. Bye. I'm sorry.
You're good, man.
Stop. No, we were not trying to do any kind of conflict, and no, he's been on my panel and my show before. He's I don't know what's going on with him right now, and it's okay, but he is a flat earther, and it's all good. It's all good. But anyway,
I really wasn't trying to run him off or anything like that.
No,
I just, I get sick of the whole flat Earth shit at some point. Like, I've been sick of it for a little bit.
I don't because I think all truth is important. I think every bit and piece of flat Earth,
every jot and tittle,
every piece of truth is important. I don't care.
Oh, I understand that.
It's biblical. It's
I understand that 100%, but I've been listening to it for way too long to just keep hearing it, and I don't need to be told it's flat. I already believe what I believe.
Pump the brakes. Pump the brakes real quick. We don't have time for a meeting of the Flat Earth Society.
Right.
Right.
Right. That's a good one. No, and so we understand. We're not here to do the flat Earth. We're not speaking flat Earth, but he is a flat earther, and that's what he was trying to come out to. I don't know what he was trying to come out to say actually, but I understand, KK. It's a growing experience. I'm not tired of any of it. I want to get out the truth, no matter what the truth is. I want to see it, period. Because I think
I understand that.
All truth is important. But
hey,
I have a couple things that I wanted to go ahead and play. They're short videos. Well, one is not too short, but I wanted to show this real quick so we can kind of get back on track. Don't leave. Nobody leave, please.
I'm not leaving. I won't leave you.
All right.
Let's get it.
Go ahead.
All right. So let's do this one. This is one that I got from Danny earlier today, and I thought it was pretty cool. Not pretty cool, but there's nothing cool about this. But I wanted to show this to you guys. All right.
Theater major, and so he's a great actor.
Yeah,
is what I'm saying.
He's a vaudeville actor in certain ways.
In certain ways. Well, he still does blackface.
Oh yeah, that way.
Yeah, that way. So he tweeted this out on November 9th. It's safe, it's easy, and it's free. Find out how you can keep your COVID-19 vaccinations up to date and how you can get your flu shot. Okay. So now he walks in. He walks in to get his booster and his flu shot. He's not wearing a mask. He's not wearing a mask. And he's not wearing a mask.
Well,
okay.
Where's his blackface at least for protection if he's not going to do his black mask?
Let's watch.
Thank you. We're all taking care of everything already?
Yeah, we're
all right. Yes. Thank you.
By the way, he's acting right now, just so you know. He knows he's on camera. They brought a camera with them to do this. So he's acting. He's not wearing a mask, and he's not wearing a mask. What? Maybe we should put on our masks for the camera? Yeah, let's put on our masks for the camera. So now they've all put on their masks.
Today, you will have 2 shots. Okay. The first one for COVID.
So he's going to get him, right? So he's going to get him 2 shots.
Well, can you give him credit for the self-control to not draw lips on his mask?
And I be prepared to take it on the digital next one. And the other one will be the flu shot.
Perfect.
Excited?
I am.
Sleep up, please.
Who do you want at your funeral?
Just a pinch.
Just a pinch. Did I get a lollipop, right? Well, thank you for addressing my concerns when I was 5.
It'll hurt.
Now that that's out of the way, can we address my adult concerns? Like, if something happens to me, can I sue the people? No, I can't sue them. Do I at least get a lollipop? Of course, it's just a pinch, Kurt. There's no way even Canada would be dumb enough to risk the teeny tiny chance. I don't know if I can see any of this.
Oh,
I don't know. I think I maybe could. But the idea is, do you think they're really risking him having a reaction on camera?
It's a terrible small chance.
It's a terrible small chance.
But I would take that. But on camera, I'm just saying.
On camera, I'm not saying he didn't get the booster. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying there's no way I believe he got the real one on camera.
Yeah, on TikTok. There'll be a real TikTok gone wrong.
So there's more to this. Watch this. Watch this. There's your Band-Aid. I didn't get a Band-Aid. I didn't know he has a tap.
Ready for the second one?
Ready for the second.
Now he's getting his second shot.
The same thing?
Booster and the flu shot.
No, now he's getting the flu shot. Now, I don't know why he didn't get one of those new bivalent or whatever they call them, where they have both. So why is he's getting 2 separate shots? He could have just got the one. But anyway, here we go.
Well, this one will be the flu.
Is he gonna fall over?
Oh, I got that one too.
So for the flu shot and for the COVID shots, the side effects is almost the same. So it's some chills in the evening, some pain, little dose of Tylenol.
I'll take some Tylenol before going to bed. That's been my trick so far.
Oh,
that's been his trick.
Safe, reliable Tylenol.
Yeah. Safe, reliable Tylenol.
And get some booze and pick up some Tylenol, why don't you?
So now let's keep watching. Let's see what happens.
All right.
It was a pleasure meeting you, sir.
That was a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Thank you so much. Okay. Well, let's see how they walk away from each other. Let's watch. This is how they're going to walk away. Ready?
Take some Tylenol before going to bed.
Going to take some Tylenol before going to bed. All right. Isn't that's hilarious? It's like there's nothing to worry about. There isn't. Okay. Nice to do this mask theater with you. Now the play is over. I think the play is over, right? We did it? Okay, the play's over.
Thank you.
Now they both take their masks off. The play is over.
Thank you, and thank you.
The play is over. And
also,
scene.
He wasn't waiting 15 minutes before
So
he left.
I'm really happy to have gotten my booster shot.
So that's how I don't believe it's the real. I'm sure he got it, but not on camera.
They took their masks off. He didn't have a mask when he walked in. He put a mask on to go get his shot, and then they both immediately took it off. So I guess that booster really works fast.
Are they even pushing masks still at this point?
Some people are. Yeah, because you want to know? New York's health commissioner pushes mask mandates on toddlers. She then co-authors a study claiming masks in schools work well. Then the New England Journal of Medicine publishes that study. Then the New York Times promotes that study as truth. This is systemic disinformation because the study was thoroughly debunked. So are they pushing mass cut COVID spread in schools? Study finds. That's from November 10th.
It's like the CIA guy you had on talking about how you plan a story, but now just anybody can do it.
So when it comes to masks, do you know wearing one N95 mask gives you more protection than two people wearing a surgical mask? So you don't need anyone else. So if you have a surgical mask and someone else has a surgical mask, that is not giving you as much protection as just you wearing an N95 mask. So if you think you need a mask to protect yourself, then you should wear a mask.
You maniac.
You don't need other people to help your N95 mask work. In fact, it works better than two people wearing surgical masks. Do you understand? Do you follow? That's the science. Now, again, none of my comedian friends know that science. None of my comedian or anybody in show business seems to give a fuck about what the science actually is. They just think that if you question the Democratic Party or Fauci, you are now a Trumper. And they're afraid of being called a Trumper, so they're afraid to think for themselves. That's what's happening.
So,
they're shaming people for.
Yeah,
do you mind pausing it for a second?
I paused it.
If you don't want to hear me, I can wait till it's over with. But I'm just gonna say, so I don't know if it's necessarily the Democratic Party that we're questioning, but we're questioning the people that are running the show. You know what I'm saying? So he's saying, oh, it's just the Democratic Party if you say, you don't like wearing masks, but who's actually controlling who's controlling everything? And then Kanye West kind of came out about it a little bit, which is all just a big show, I'm sure, but it's also part of the once you start tying everything together, there are people at play that are bigger than any Democratic Party or Republican Party. It's like, I don't know how far you want me to, I don't want to get you deplatformed or anything, you know what I'm saying? But what Kanye West was saying is pretty truthful. And then there's other things that go above that. It's not just the Jews. You can't say those two words together, of course, but the Jews. But there's there's people above. There's people above that as well. When you start looking at who's actually running the show behind the scenes, and I'm sure we don't even know who really is the Jews, but there's people behind that, and it goes more satanic, and it gets pretty ugly once you start looking to it. And like all the rappers that come out selling, say, "Oh, I sold my soul," and then they say like, "Oh yeah, I opened these doors in these bedrooms, and there's a bunch of gay shit going on." Like these dudes get their, it's crazy what people would do for money and fame, and then just to sell themselves out. They're all whores. All these people on the TV we see are all whores, and they're there for money, and then it's crazy how this whole thing works. But who's really running the show? Who knows? But it's more than just the Democratic Party, is what I was trying to say. Sorry.
Absolutely.
Hey, man, can I answer that question?
Yeah.
I got an answer for him.
Yeah.
Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12 says, "We battle not against flesh and blood, but principalities, rulers, and high
Principalities,
places."
yes, sir.
There you go.
Yeah. It's not a battle of flesh and blood.
It's not fleshly, man. These are high. These are high ranking, very powerful. Yeah.
No, I understand that, but at the same time, they want to stay in the spiritual world. We don't necessarily want to. They want to. They want to keep us here in the fleshly bodily, and fight it here instead of the spiritual. They don't want to bring it to that spiritual world.
Yep. Totally agree.
Correct. Yep. Well, thank you for that, because I appreciate that. Yeah. No, I'm not all about the Democratic Party and blah 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 blah. But
blah 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 blah.
The blah blah blah. I'm just kidding. Do I sound like
no? There's certain things that kind of just trigger me when people. I understand he's saying a lot of truth, but at the same time, we got to realize, he's still playing that same narrative.
Yeah,
that we all know.
The devil masquerades as an angel of light. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I was just showing the performance of Trudeau.
No, I like it. Yeah, I like videos like this. I'm not hating on it at all.
Right. So let's watch this real quick and see what you guys think about this one.
Our first low goes to Elon Musk getting a very big head. This is just unsettling. A cryptocurrency company calling itself Elon Goat Token spent $600,000 to build this bizarre 30-foot monument to Musk. That's the giant aluminum head of the world's richest man. Yes, on a goat's body, riding a rocket. This thing was created by a pair of Canadian metal sculptors to honor Musk's, quote, many accomplishments and commitment to cryptocurrency. After a cross-country tour, the statue, we're told, will be delivered to Tesla headquarters in Austin, Texas. Boy, with sage investments like that, it's a real mystery why crypto companies are evaporating by the day.
What you think about that one?
Well, I have some.
Like, crypto is going down right now. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention, but I listen. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a part of
Hold on.
crypto. I'm not a part of crypto, so I couldn't give a, but yeah,
Well,
no, crypto is going down from what I've heard.
Can I share my PayPal real quick? And I do take
No, I want to
cryptocurrency.
share mine. I want to share mine, Chuck. Come on now. Does anybody else want to share their PayPal? Come on. Because it does cost to give out the truth. Please donate to our PayPal, so we can give you the real truth.
I never spent $1 to give out the truth. Wait a second. It costs?
That's the whole point.
Oh, no.
That's the whole point.
It only cost me my time, my labor, my sweat, my energy, my peace, and a couple of death threats. Freaking, I'm gonna get sued. You know what? It didn't cost
Everybody
me a dime.
that has a PayPal account, a GoFraudMe account, you can do that too. go fraud
Go
me.
fraud me account.
No, no, that was a good one, Chuck. No, of course
Hey,
not.
speaking of fraud me, do you see my thumbnail now?
Oh no, I
I
haven't.
got our favorite actor, David Wheeler.
Let's see. It's so small. It's so small.
Yeah, it is small. It's hard to see.
Yeah. I liked your mask, AK.
Maybe some gas to go harass some people that
I
came.
know what you're talking about.
That's about it.
You need some gas.
No, it cost me some gas to get to the strip.
Okay.
A couple
Right.
reunions. Yeah. The
But
document.
I thought that was a good one. Let me see.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think I have. I think that was it. That was it. Let me get rid of these. Do we have another video that we can think of that is a good video? Anybody? Chuck?
That NASA one I shared last night was pretty crazy.
Yeah, it was a good one. But
I have one.
Go ahead.
not
What you
not
got?
a long one. What do you got? What do you got?
Well, let me go see.
What do you got?
Go look for it.
What do you got?
I better go find it.
Yeah, Francine's kindergartner song. I think she was in a porn movie too, wasn't she? Yeah.
Yes.
Chuck said. Chuck.
Yeah, man,
I mean,
those
Dub.
people
I'm
are
sorry.
ridiculous.
I'm sorry, Dub. Chuck, Dub.
I'm sorry, Dub.
I hope nobody's watching porn around here.
Yeah, I hope you guys aren't. I'm all. You both answered right away, and I'm like, I'm just kidding.
I hope you didn't have to fact check that one.
Don't make me fact check it. Do not make me do that.
Oh man, you know,
Voiceover and kind of a cartoonish one.
Hey, Dub, don't be watching porn now, man.
Oh, he's not.
No.
I'm like, I'd be like out in a second. I'm like, okay, it's time for me to go.
All right, I'm gonna send
But just so you guys
it.
know, I'm in a very good place. I did leave misery. I know, Grumpy, that you live in misery,
Misery.
but it was misery for me. I'm happy now.
I'm putting it in a private.
We're happy when you're happy.
And that makes me
Happy.
very happy.
Should I play the happy?
Makes Dub very happy. Yeah.
The happy video?
Play the happy song. Yeah, there you go.
No, I'm gonna.
Come on.
She's gonna do it. She's gonna do it. You know she is.
You guys just. I'm not gonna play the song. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
she is.
play the video.
Yeah, as soon as I paste it, I almost got it. Here it is. There you go. I did my part.
Hey Michelle, one thing real quick. I'm at 3 hours. I'm gonna jump in the chat and listen.
Okay.
And lay down. But I'll be in the chat listening. I'll be in the chat. All right.
Well,
God bless you guys. It was good talking to y'all.
Thank you, Chuck. Love you.
God bless, brother.
Later, man. Later.
See you, Chuck.
Peace.
And take care.
I'm gonna bounce too. I gotta get to work here. I got a bunch of stuff to do tonight. But thanks for having me up.
All right, Grump.
Glad to have you.
I got about 15, 20 minutes left in me, Michelle, if you want to keep going.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep going.
All right,
I'm
guys.
here.
Be in the
Kick me
chat.
Love you guys.
Yep. Take care. Love you guys.
I'm looking.
Did you see the private chat message thing?
I will look here in a second. I'm like right in the middle. Right in the middle. of looking.
I think this next video here is pretty important to keep focused
Okay.
on and always at the forefront of your mind what's possible.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's one of those videos. So. But I didn't find the video I was really wanting, but it's gone.
Well, great.
Yeah.
Just great.
I was really wanting to show that one, but you know. Did you know that YouTube changed their terms of service? Did you know that?
Yeah.
Oh, you found that? Oh, yeah, you've seen that. Well, I find it kind of revealing in a way, to the point where I could see why they're not proceeding with the health tyranny move anymore.
Right.
But my own personal, I mean, they're going to try. They're going to keep trying, but, proceeding is a different story because you have to have people's back. And I don't know if they're ever going to get that in my lifetime. They do. We're going to be here to fight them. I'll guarantee you that. I ain't going nowhere.
Right.
I know you're not going anywhere, right? Right.
Heck no.
Right. Not on that note. We've already experienced.
You got me fucked up.
Go ahead.
Oh, here we go. I found it finally.
You found it in the private chat? There's only one thing in the private chat.
I was looking.
Okay. Like, wow, there's only one thing there. I'm looking.
All right, hold on. Give me a second
Dub.
to share. Dub is live and well, aren't you?
I know. I gotta get. I want proof of life. You know what I mean? I love
Proof of life.
Michelle, you got them chained up
Matter
back
of fact,
there, or what?
anytime you want to call me, Dub, she's got my phone number.
I take care of his ass. I'm like,
Yep.
You put him in the corner. I can barely hear him, man. Come on, give him a mic.
Well, she got me set back in the closet.
oh my gosh, don't tell him that.
I told you. Or relegated to the closet. I'm trying to help him.
Hi, Ting. How are you? So we're gonna play this again. You're gonna have to get used to it. Here we go. And I'll play the one after the one that you're talking about.
No. I didn't even find my own.
Give me all you got, don't hold me back. I should probably warn you, I'll be just fine. No offense to you, no time. Because I'm alone if you feel like a room is I'm alone if you feel like happiness is the truth. I'm alone if you know what happiness is to you. I'm alone if you feel like that's what you want to do.
Hey, Michelle.
Huh?
I'm glad she's so happy.
I'm sorry to interrupt the video. I'm sure we all seen all this already, but what I was going to say is, how do you feel about this Alex Jones verdict with the almost $1 billion settlement type bullshit going on?
Okay. Oh, you just opened up a whole can of worms.
Yeah. Yeah, let's get it.
Okay, so let me tell you, it's all a show. Alex Jones is a paid op to make the truther community look bad. So for him to retract, I was going to say another word, but for him to retract,
Right.
saying that Sandy Hook was not real after he said it was real, and then he got sued for it. And so that's to make the whole truther community look bad. 100%. It's all a show. It's all a staged event. And
did he even ask them to prove that the situation he claimed didn't happen? Did he even say, prove it to me, like show me the facts? That's like, bring that all out in court. Why shouldn't that be?
There was no court. It's all a stage.
It's a show. It's all a big show. That's what I know. I know this, but I'm just saying, if he's saying that and he's being charged with $1 billion worth of libel damage,
it's all BS. I don't want to cuss.
Right, I know.
I don't want to cuss.
No, I already know. Sorry.
No, you're fine. I actually could cuss, but no, it's a good question. 100%. It's all staged. 100%. He is a paid op. He has sold his soul.
Yes.
If not being a Jew,
with what Michelle is saying.
I'm just saying he's backed up the Jews very much.
Oh yeah, he's never. Yeah, I know.
And
so
another thing is we've heard that all the news about he's being sued and he's being sued, and he's been adjudicated to a $1 billion fine. We'll never hear about him paying 1 cent.
Yeah, it just
Right.
it's
No,
just
I
like
agree 100%.
just like Cormac says. What about Ghislaine Maxwell? It's all
So,
all a distraction.
well,
It's all
well,
BS.
my question is though, he claimed bankruptcy, right? And now he's
Yes.
got a $500 million plus settlement on his. So Infowars is going to be able to stay up. How is
Yes.
Infowars going to be able to stay up, or are they going to be able to claim all the money revenue from Infowars going forward? It's like, how does that even work? You know, it's like Infowars obviously generates revenue. So if he's owing this much money, are all this money just going to go to the parents, or it's always, of course it's a big show, I know that, but it's like, how are they going to put this facade around it? You know, how are they going to generate revenue to give to the parents, or are they even going to try, or is it just that it's just the court show and then it's over with? The people believe what they want, and there's no money going to the people. They already got paid the actors, you know.
Okay, so
It's like, how does that work? I don't know.
so
Precedent, brother.
so
Precedent.
So let me give you my take. It doesn't mean that I know everything. I'm going to give you my take on it. So, for instance, okay, so he gets it's all BS, all BS. It's a distraction to the truther community, and it's a distraction to the non. Okay,
I
but
agree.
okay, so but let me give you my 2 cents. So now does he continue on? Who gives a crap? Who gives a crap? Because that's just another distraction. Because I did look into, I'm sure most of us have, yeah, he put out some truth and blah blah blah, but he's paid off. He sold his soul a long time ago. Let him be gone. He's gone. He's a part of the plan. He's a part of the psyop. He's a part of every inch to make us look bad. And if we look into that any further, I mean, I've told the story a million times about Alex Jones. I was an Alex Jones fan, just like a Trump fan, blah, 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 blah. But I was on his platform. I had an account with Alex Jones, Infowars, blah, blah, blah. And I said something. I commented on a video. I mean, I bought over $500 in supplements and blah, blah, blah. But this is when he was knocked off all the platforms. Okay, I was doing this. I commented on a George Floyd video they put out, and I said nothing but the truth, but it wasn't real bad. And they knocked me off their platform for commenting. And I was like, so you're censoring me after I bought all this from your platform, but you're censoring me on your own platform for commenting on the truth. And that woke me up even further. So I want everybody to understand and know he's a paid op, and it's just a trick for both sides. So don't fall, don't give into it, don't look into it. Who cares? But you know what? We should care, because he gave our truther community the worst bad name for reneging what he said.
That's exactly what I'm saying. It's like he goes back and says, I'm sorry, I'm just a, you know, what did he say? I'm just an entertainer type deal, whoop de whoop. I'm just here to entertain people. I don't say I'm speaking the truth and all this stuff. And then he's getting sued for close to $1 billion and he doesn't fight it. It makes no sense. But I already know, everybody already knows that Alex Jones has been put in a position to do that. He's never called out the real truth. And I mean, he does put out some truth, but it's like the same
But
thing
they
with
all do.
half of these truther nowadays.
They all do.
Yeah, it's like 3/4, 75% of the truthers at least, probably more. They'll say some truth, but then they also infiltrate at the same time and say certain things to get you down certain rabbit holes and all this stuff. So yeah, I was just wondering what your opinion was like. But is InfoWars going to stay up in your and Dub's opinion? Is it going to stay up?
I don't know. I really couldn't tell you because I don't follow it and I don't really care. I hope it does not, because if
it's gonna stay up though.
Well, if it does, then it does. But I hope it does not, because it's deceiving. It's a deceiving.
But if I agree. But if it does stay up, it's going to prove something though. Like how can a man that's his business and he's being sued for what's he going to pay them? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Billions of dollars.
Well, it is just
Right.
exactly the same thing as when he was kicked off of YouTube and he was kicked off the internet. And lo and behold, he wasn't kicked off. He just reappeared under a different and bigger platform.
Hold on 1 second. Chris, yes, I said reneging. So it's not racial, because you know what? I love everybody. And I didn't want to point that out. And I didn't want to say that. But I am not racial. I'm not.
How's that racial?
No,
to remove.
Not a racial term.
No. He said reneging. That is a racial a racial term.
No, it is not.
So
No, it
hold
is.
on.
It's
Hold on.
it's a
Let me
word.
speak. What?
It's
What,
a
T?
word. It's a word.
Yeah, it's a word, and I was responding to my chat. Thank you. I wasn't trying. I'm just trying to respond to my chat. So thank you for pointing that out. I'm not trying to be racial, Chris.
Not a racial term in any form.
Ha. I'm not. He went backwards. Is the correct way of saying something? He went backwards on his
He
word.
got kicked.
You didn't get kicked. It happens all the time on my channel. Come back.
He said drop link.
I'm doing it.
Oh man. Well,
I have a right. I have a right to say what I want to say on my channel. I wasn't trying to. I'm not jumping down nobody's throat. I love everybody here, but I'm gonna respond when I need to respond. Period. Sorry. I'm gonna do it.
I knew that term is applied to playing cards, many card games. When you're by the rules of the game, you're supposed to play a certain card under the circumstances, and you don't play the proper card. It's called reneging.
I thought it was about a deal, actually. Like you're reneging on the deal. We had a deal. And you're reneging.
Well, exactly. Under the rules of the card game, if you hold this card in this circumstance, you're supposed to play that card, but you don't. You play a different card. That's termed reneging.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I get that part.
We're all good
too.
here.
Oh,
we're all good here. We're not gonna keep going on.
When we start hearing about Alex Jones paying,
he's not paying crap.
Exactly.
You know what?
He's not.
Can I?
Yeah.
I have this thing about the precedent being set on this, not for Alex Jones. Got nothing to do with Alex Jones. Alex Jones ain't gonna pay $1. He's a made man. He's in the club.
Yeah, he's getting
Nice
paid.
faceless.
He's
in the
part
club.
of the club, and we're not in it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's in the club, but it's a precedent in the courts. It's a precedent.
There is
in,
no
in
court.
how
It was a fake court. It was a
I
fake
understand,
court.
but it's
and I'm
still
gonna
going to be
see that
acted
straight up.
upon like it's a real court.
Well, but it's not a real court. So why are we going to pretend it was a real court?
They
No, we're not going to pretend. The court system's going to pretend.
But it was not. It was a fake trial, just like O.J. Simpson, and I could go on and
Not
on.
gonna
Like
be
fake
in the
courts.
eyes
They're
of
fake.
the.
They're fake. The
Well, you better go
Parkland-
tell your
that's
judge
fake court.
that. That's
Yeah.
going to be
I
involved.
don't give a shit about no judge.
Yeah, but don't you understand? All right, they're going to start suing people like me and you for
they're
billions
sue me.
of dollars. Now you understand.
Hey,
It's a
Truth.
precedent
That's
being
what
set.
that's the next question.
No, sue me, YouTube, for saying this.
No, but that's
No, but Michelle, check. Hey, Michelle, check it out though. Like,
No,
if
I'm not going to give up on that. That's bullshit. It was one man, and we've all been coming out and saying the same shit as Alex Jones has, and I am not going to back down to that. You go ahead and sue me.
hold on.
They're going to sue Alex Jones for billions of dollars. They can take my $10 that I have in my pocket.
No, but there's an extent to it. Like, if they allow that to happen and people accept that to happen because he made a claim about a certain event, and where does it stop? You know what I'm saying? He's got a big platform and all this stuff, and people believe it's real, and he's just speaking. I know it's fake. I know everything about it is fake, but if people are... All right, go ahead, Del. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Let's go to the Derek Chauvin trial. The guy was sued and had a big old court trial.
Is that the guy from the Kyle Rittenhouse court?
No, that's the guy from supposedly,
George Floyd. That's it.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. My bad.
Okay, and we also had the big trial of been going on right now.
Yep.
Cruz for killing 17 people in Parkland. We had that trial. They're fake.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, but that's hey, Dub though. Go. I'm sorry, Michelle. Go ahead.
Well, let me say this real quick, and I'm not trying to overpower Dub because I love this man dearly. I'm just trying to say, look, we are all screwed. Okay.
Yeah, but
no,
I understand.
No, they're going to come out with a social score. We're
Yeah, that's
no
it.
matter what. They're going to go
Right.
backwards. They're going to go backwards. They're going to pull up all this.
Exactly.
They fucking have all our data. Excuse me.
Exactly.
They are going to come back to our data.
Michelle, but with that said,
I'm not gonna be silent.
Michelle, but with that said, that's the perfect example of what I'm trying to say is they're allowing this to get into people's brain to say that you can say something that offends people or that is considered a wrong thing, and then you could be liable for saying something. That's what's happening in this court case.
And get me.
Well, no, Michelle, it's not just about you, though. We can't, this shouldn't be allowed to happen, not just because it doesn't affect you, but because it can affect a lot of people that actually have things to lose. You know what I'm saying?
They know who I am.
They know who all of us are. That's not the point. That's not what I'm saying, though. Is that the general public is allowing this to happen and allowing this to say that, allowing the court to rule because you thought something was fake and you said it was fake, and you are now liable for all these people's emotions. You are the feelings court nowadays. There's feelings court. It's like this is like a ground president. Like this is what do they call it in the Supreme Court? It's setting a new statute, I guess you could say, because I know,
Precedent.
yeah, it's a new president. Yeah, like Truth is saying, I know it won't affect you. I know you. I know it won't really affect you, Michelle, because you have nothing to lose and all that. But the people the new truthers that are going to be coming up in the next generations, they are going to be scared to even speak on shit because they're going to look at this case and be like, oh, I can be sued for millions of dollars if I say that something's fake now because I can be held liable even though I know that it's fake. The courts are going to rule against it, even though I think the whole courtroom is a fake show. I think it is. But, I mean, it's like that's going to scare a lot of people. It's going to scare a lot of people is what I'm trying to say.
And they're going to be scared.
Let me add this to that. The general public believes all these trials were the real deal. So
yeah,
the general public doesn't really play a role. But I've called every event that's happened for years now.
Right. But you don't got a lot of money, though. You don't got a lot of money that the people can take you for. That's the thing. Is
I have a family.
They're scaring
I have a family. I have a life.
Just check it out. Check it out for 1 second. Okay, so the new generation of truthers that may be coming, it may not be coming, the new generation of people that may be starting to look into events are going to be afraid to speak out from here on out because they're going to look at this as a precedent in a court that they might believe is true. They may not have caught on because it takes a long time to start really learning how deep it goes. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to scare a lot of people away from this type of deal.
It's not going to have that effect because the people such as myself and Michelle here and a lot of other people, we know that we're not going to be sued for saying Parkland was a hoax. We know.
Yeah, of course not. But that's not what they're trying to target, Dub. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying they're trying to target the next generation of truthers. You guys, I mean, you have nothing to be sued for as it is. And I'm just saying, the people that do have stuff to lose, the people that do have money, the people that do have stuff to lose or have a big name, they're internet personality with a lot of followers. They have a lot to lose. They're going to dissuade a lot of people that can actually have influence on other people from speaking out. So it's going to do a lot of damage.
They're targeting,
even though if you don't think it does.
Everyone. It's every nook and cranny. Whether it's me or you or the rich or the poor or the old or the new. They're targeting. Yes, our children, 100%. I agree with you 100%. But they are targeting, and they will target, and it will become all of us.
And I don't think there'll be a big effect because, first of all, reality, it was a fake event. And those of us that call events as we see them as hoax, I'm not going to get sued. And even if I had a big YouTube channel, I'm not going to get sued because it was all a hoax. It's not reality.
Right. I know you ain't going to get sued. I know nobody's going to get sued, but it's the fear it's going to put into a lot of people that could have influence is what I'm saying. I'm not saying that we're going to get sued. They're not going to do shit to us. I have nothing to lose either, but it's going to scare other people that may have a lot of influence away from speaking truth is what I was trying to say.
I agree with you 100%, KK. I agree 100%, but I think it's a psyop for everybody. I think it's a psyop that is going to affect the truther community. It's going to affect the new community. It's going to affect all of us. I really think that we're all affected in some way, shape, or form because of that outcome. 100%.
It reinforces conspiracy theorists because Alex Jones has always been labeled a conspiracy theorist.
Right.
And if we question anything, we're a conspiracy theorist. So all that deal does is add more credence to the term conspiracy theorist.
Hey, I agree with you, Dub. But so is InfoWars going to stay up then?
I don't know.
Absolutely.
I don't know.
I think it is also. I think it's going to stay up. But how does that make sense if he if he doesn't have money to pay for the
But
suits?
nothing makes sense.
No, I know. I'm just trying to reason this out with you guys so you guys understand where I'm coming from. Yeah, all right,
Yeah,
good.
nothing makes sense.
We're on the same page then. All right,
Yes,
that's good.
Yes, we are. Everything
trying
is
to figure
upside
it
down,
out, though.
inside out.
Yeah.
What good is evil and evil is good. What's black is white and what's white is good is black.
He's not going to be putting anybody.
Yeah, for your health, for your death. Go ahead.
Yeah. He's just not going to be putting anybody or anything else.
We're gonna see.
It's just another psyop, like 1,000 other psyops.
Like the George Floyd or the
Yeah.
or the
Yeah,
O.J. Simpson or the it's just another psyop. It's just
that's-
another BS.
There's a news cycle that has to be filled.
Okay, Michelle, I agree it's another side, but I'm saying this is adding another layer on it though. When a psyop artist calls out another psyop and then he gets sued in court by the actors of the psyop and then the actors win, it's adding new layers to all this. I just wanted to talk about it real quick. You know what I'm saying?
At the same time, it's all fake. So
I understand that, but I'm saying, but it has ramifications into the future when people don't know that it was all fake. People that weren't around for 2012 or for the day, was it 2012 or 2014 that HSH happened? People that weren't around, people that weren't around then, and they haven't really looked into it, and half the information's deleted or hard to find, and then all they hear from the news now, these new generations of people that might even be interested in this stuff, they can't find half the information anymore. Then they're even if they do find it, they're going to be afraid to talk because they're going to believe, oh, Alex Jones must have been proven wrong in court.
Agreed.
And that's adding another layer to something we've never seen before. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
Agreed. 100%. I agree with you. 100%.
Yeah, as I just wanted to bring it up for that point and to
You did good. I am right there with you. 100%. You are 100% correct on that.
Yeah, it's the new generation is not going to be able to have. It's getting scary. You know what I'm saying? Like that court case is scary for that point because they're hiding the information. They're hiding the information as it is, and now if they're going to have court cases on this type of stuff, and kids are going to grow up not being able to find the old pictures that we saw, the old videos we saw, they're not going to be able to find those, and then they watch the court case and they're like, well, the court must have had to prove it to be true, right? They don't know how bad Alex Jones is already sold out. They don't know any of this stuff.
Or the
but
court.
But the court they still trust in. They don't know how bad deep it all goes. And it's like, you're setting a new precedent here. It's like, kids are not going to believe anything we tell them anymore. They're going to believe all this stuff is real because it has to be, right?
Right.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's got to be.
And you can get sued if you say anything against it. That's what they're going to.
Yeah.
That's what they're going to think. You can get sued if you say anything against it.
Yes.
That's crazy.
It's coming.
It's crazy.
It's coming at us in all different directions.
It's crazy.
Yeah, they're not gonna scare
That's
us
one
away
point.
from anything.
That's one point that is very valid, very on point. I agree with you 100% on that. It's so freaking crazy what is being handed to us in all directions, and our kids are going to be infiltrated by all of this. I mean, they are keep your kids out of school
They already
if you
are.
can. Yeah, I mean, what? Amen, amen to that. Amen to that. I am 100%
Look at the
on
division.
your
I'm
side.
not going to get into that.
What?
Look at all the division of the
What?
world. It's man-made. Can you hear me?
I can't hear you.
Mic check. Oh,
Well,
Mic-
you're kind of silent.
mic check.
I can
Is it
hear
really
you,
low?
I can
Kinda.
hear
Is it
you.
low?
I can hear you.
I'm just saying,
All
I
right.
agree with you, KK, 100%. That's just one angle to what's going on today. That's just one angle.
It's
It's
such a
very,
small
it's
part
a,
of it too. It's one angle to such a small part. It's so crazy.
it sucks. It sucks, and it's a very valid point.
Right?
It's a very hot topic. I 100% agree with you. I'm just saying that it's just one angle that is hitting us smack dab in the face, and they're all actors. It's a staged event. The world is a stage, and for us to keep up with it is crazy. Crazy.
Yeah, it is a stage. You're right.
It is.
Yeah, I mean
100%.
everybody knows that part, but I mean
Well, I know, but
I like to talk about it. I mean it's
oh,
it's just
absolutely.
we need to talk
I
about
love
these
it.
things. You know what
I
I'm saying?
love it. I love talking about it. I love having that.
It's also God's stage. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
it
Like
is.
we're being infiltrated, but
The
it's also
truth.
God's stage at the same time, and the devil is trying to make it his own stage.
Yes.
So we gotta talk about it and inform people, and also do God's work at the same time.
Well, he's going to say, "Were you afraid? Is that why you didn't say anything, or Is that why you didn't do a live stream? Is that why you didn't expose shit? Is that why? You knew about it. Why didn't you? He's going to say that to me. I'm going to see some serious. He's going to know why I did my live stream. Thank you very much.
Who is that? Why? Who didn't do a live stream? Who are you talking to?
About God.
You're getting kind of quiet, KK.
Oh.
We
I
need
said,
more mic.
I didn't know if Truth was talking to me. Hold on, let me get my mic.
No, I was talking about, coming up and facing God. I mean, no one.
Right. Yeah.
And then.
So you're talking? Were you talking to me when you just said?
You could have had effectual change because you.
Who said I didn't?
You know what I'm saying?
Who said I didn't have change?
No,
Who said I didn't change?
I'm just
or
saying,
change somebody?
For me, I don't want that to be like mentioned that I didn't try. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't say any of that. Are you saying something that you feel guilty about, or what?
I think we all should try.
I definitely try. I try.
I think we all should stand up.
My thing may not be the live streams, but that doesn't mean I don't try. My thing may not be the live streams, but that doesn't mean I don't try at all. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be accused of not trying. I thought you said because I didn't do live streams, I'm not trying, but no, that's not my case at all. I try a lot, and, I help a lot of people out.
I think KK, you're one of the biggest people I know, and I've never seen you face to face, but I have so much faith in you, and I believe in you, and
I appreciate that.
I want you to know that. I know your heart. I know your heart, and don't ever think that I don't believe in you, because I do, and I'm getting teary-eyed just telling you that.
I appreciate that.
No, you are a big man. You're a good man.
And I'm still young, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you never know. I might be the next million subscriber freaking conspiracy theorist.
No, you're
the
not.
first one.
You never know, dude. You never know.
They'll delete me, though. They'll delete me, bro. They'll delete me so fast.
My heart
You never know,
My
man.
heart says different. My heart says different. I know who you are. I know what kind of man you are, and I
I
believe.
appreciate that.
I believe in you. Okay,
I appreciate that.
just know that.
Hey, Michelle, you know what? I love you, and God appreciates you, and God believes in you, and you know what? There's no mistakes you can't turn from, and that you can always repent of any sin, and that you can always be forgiven, and always be right with God, and you know you always have a friend in me, so you can always call me and talk to me if you want. You never called me before. I've called you just to say hi. But I'm just going to remind you that you can always call me, and God's always got your back, and I'll always be a friend if you need to talk to somebody.
I love
That's all I
you.
gotta say.
Just know that.
Much love.
Yeah.
Much
Because,
love,
Anybody
sister.
needs prayer.
you and I have
Everybody
talked.
needs your prayer.
You and I
And
have
God
talked.
loves you, and I love you.
You are awesome, KK, and I do appreciate you, and I just want you to know that.
Thanks. I love you too. I love you too. I mean, I love TIU's my man too. I mean, we've been talking for a while too, and we're good friends. And you know, he knows me as much as you know me, and so
You got
we're
blamed
all
for
we're all
We're
here
all
for
in
the
your
same
circle.
purpose, and we're all good people. I think we all have like this almost the same heart, and we seek the truth. And you know, it's nice to actually find people that feel the same way as you, and that you know you can actually feel them, you know, like you can feel their connection just talking to them. It's kind of
Yeah.
different than just, you know, talking to a regular friend on the phone. But I mean, it's always nice to find other like-minded people. That's how I feel.
It
You know,
is.
and I love you guys both. You know, it's
We're
always
all
good.
screaming.
Yeah.
We are all screaming at the top of our lungs about this stuff. I mean, you know, there's certain people that have one thing to say, or other people that have another thing to say, but we are all screaming for the truth. And that's the way it is. That's all. I don't know how else to say it. I don't know.
No, I understand. It's all good. It's so crazy the past two. Oh wait, hold on, my mic fell out. I was gonna say it's so crazy these past 2 years, especially after knowing what happened in Vegas. It's like it was 2017. We are still investigating Vegas till 2019, and then what happened right after that shit?
Right.
Fucking COVID. It's like, dude, it's so crazy to just jump from that thing to the next. It's like, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, can you hear
I
me?
barely had a break, bro. Yeah, can you hear me?
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry, I thought you said like my mic was going out or your mic's breaking or something. But
No. I barely had a break. I went from
yeah,
Las
dude.
Vegas
That's
shooting
what I'm
crap,
saying.
and
It was like we
then,
were
bam,
2 years deep in that.
yeah, I was still doing live streams on that when
I
CV19
know.
happened. I went over to Edward Stairs. You know, I'll set his name right. Yeah, and Edward Stairs. Edward Stairs
Stares at my butthole.
Yeah, no, hey, I went to Edward Stairs, the coronavirus live streams first night, and I told him everything that I knew about the Agenda 21, Agenda 2030, the whole spiel.
No,
right?
I think I right after I told you all that.
Right. Well, regardless, no, I don't think so, brother. But
Regardless, no, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anywhere.
Nice one. I like that one. It made me think. What? No, nice one. Good one. It made me think. No, I don't think so, brother. So anyhow, that first day,
No, for real.
you know, the second that I seen it, I was in his chat and told him all about that. And yeah, it was pretty cool. Cool. I got a witness. It's Edward Stairs. I cannot talk bad about Edward Stairs. He's a good guy. Just in case he's listening, I kept my bargain.
Anyways, Michelle, isn't it crazy? 2017, we're like Vegas happened, and then we're past the 3rd year anniversary, and we're here, 4th year anniversary, whatever.
5th.
I could do math.
5th.
It's 5 years, huh?
5
17. Yeah, 5 times 7. Oh, 2. 5 plus 7 is 2. Yeah. What a trip.
It was 5
But the first 2 years, okay, so the second year was 2019. COVID happened in what, March 2020, right?
Yeah.
Right after 2019. So
Yeah.
maybe we had a year break and then we jumped right into COVID.
Yeah.
No, this
Still
has all
crazy.
been by design, guys. I mean,
Yeah, of course.
I mean,
and Trump
you
was
know,
put in his
so-
position for all of it. Hey, I feel that way, that Trump was there to let COVID and the mask and the vaccine rollout all happen smoothly. Like nobody, we
It
would have
was
never
there.
trusted Hillary with that shit. Nobody would have trusted Hillary with the vaccine.
And like he said, it's the calm before the storm.
I know. That's
He
crazy.
said that. He said
Right.
that.
Right.
The calm before the
I
storm.
still think the storm's coming.
Oh yeah, no, but he was warning us.
Oh.
But
I have
not
a-
that
I have
he
a-
was warning us. He was telling us, "Oh yeah, get ready, MFs."
Yeah.
And
Get
right
ready.
near there was the
you know what this
USMCA.
symbolizes? What's this symbolize, sir? This is the calm before the
Yeah.
storm. What's that mean? You'll see. Really? What's that mean? And then not only that, they have Event 201. Bill Gates says, "Oh, we're about to have a pandemic in the next couple of years." It's like, what the hell? Like, they just happen to have all these events going on and happen to have COVID tests produced in 2015 and all this stuff ready to go, and then all these Event 201, all these scientists ready to go, and then this happens. And what do they have? Everything lined up, all the programs lined up, ready to go. It's just, I'm sure it's all a coincidence, of course, just like everything else, just like everything else. It's all a coincidence.
I think they have it planned even further than.
I believe it too. I believe that too.
In 10 years.
But my question is, what's the next thing on the checkerboard? What's the next plan on the agenda? Because I feel like there's something else coming that's going to be a lot worse than what we just went through.
Space.
Well, they have to have. They have almost the technology ready to roll out for total enslavement. I've been watching
I believe it.
Tech field quite closely in my off time, and it looks like that they might have the ability to have robot forces on the ground eventually.
I wouldn't even doubt that they had it already. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So they have climate change. That's going to be their big one. But
yeah, they're already poisoning us through the skies every day. This shit is insane.
The alien invasion is going to be your next one.
Yeah, have you seen the holograms they have nowadays?
Oh yeah,
I've seen it. I've seen
Oh,
it.
you mean on
They
the
are insane. The ones they use in like football games and stuff. Look at the holograms they use, and they could put them in the sky too. It just depends on the like.
Oh, you're talking about the dragon.
There's one dragon one. There's a bunch of different whale ones, and they have them on ad advertisement nowadays. They use them as ads, like in China and all these different countries. They actually have them on the corners of these big intersections on, like the ones you see in New York and all that. But they're like reactive hologram ads on the corner of buildings. You gotta watch the videos. I can't explain it. They pop off the buildings. They're literal holograms that pop off the buildings. Ads.
Danny, find me the hologram dragon video from that stadium. Can you do that?
That one's a good one.
Yeah, it's very good. It's like I saw.
And see if they're spraying the skies, if they're spraying the skies like that, and they could just make a screen basically in the sky and then just project whatever they want. Yeah, either that or they use the radio frequencies and actually produce colors with some type of plasma shit. I don't know how they do it, but they do it.
Holograms.
Yeah, they do it. They do it.
Yeah, lifetime in your face. Okay, acting as a god, lying signs and wonders. Yeah, lying signs. Go ahead. You can watch now for that. Yeah, I'm not here for most people's purposes. Go ahead. Go. What we got? What are we doing? Oh. Mr. T, I mean, wow, just wow. Link
There it is.
There's a link. Thank you. You see, yeah, Danny's like my right hand man. He's like, in all actuality,
Danny is a man.
a live stream without Danny, I feel lost in a way. I have to come up with new ways to have a live stream. I'm like, wait a second, there's no links. I mean, really, I gotta go do this myself. So thank you, Danny. You're the best. He is the link whore from hell.
I can't see the chat. That's kind of a bummer when you're live, huh?
On a phone.
Oh, you're on your phone, huh? Yeah. You have to have two phones.
Out back. I gotta go pretty soon. I got like 15
Or you can hit
minutes.
comments in the corner. Where you see private chat, but you have to bring it up, and it could kick you out. So don't try.
Yeah, it's doing a lot.
Yeah, it's doing a lot when you're on the phone. It's possible, but you could get booted yourself.
Oh, yeah, this is one of them. Look at this. There's a whale in the. It's a whale in the gym. Get out of here! What the heck?
Like, you run away.
I'm gonna get all wet. No. The heck?
I actually seen this in real life.
That's crazy, dude.
Wow,
Like
in real life,
and people's reactions look real too. That's the thing.
They have it in a museum. This type of
Yeah.
Or is it a?
That's what's going to happen in the sky when the aliens invade. Like Michelle said, that's what's going to happen in the sky. It's going to be so realistic, and they could even drop real. Like they could said, that's what's going to happen in the sky.
It wasn't
going to
the
be
dragon.
Wait, I hear myself. What happened?
Hold on. Okay.
And then, sorry, I'm on one. But no, then they can even drop real bombs and stuff and make it look even realer, or more realistic.
Right.
If they have real explosions and then they make it look like they got a whole fight going on in the sky and shit's just blowing up everywhere.
Sky, brother. And
What's that?
It's 3D image making time, live time, homie. It's game over.
We ain't playing.
Magic is here, waiting. For the coming one, whatever they're waiting on.
I'm just saying, I agree that it's going to be some type of alien stuff, and then they have holograms that they can do it with already. So it's like, oh, you know how intense it's going to be when you actually see the stuff, and then not to believe it. It's going to be like, it's going to trip yourself out. It's going to be like when you actually see the,
You're going to see it.
and then it's blowing and stuff's blowing up around you, but then you still don't want to believe it. It's going to be like, do I believe it? Stuff's blowing up. I don't care. I just got to do what I got to do. It's like, because even if everything you see isn't real, if stuff's blowing up around you, you still got to go, or you got to do something.
Contingency plans, brother. You just got to have lots of contingency.
Right.
Like, be ready. We didn't do that. Who do I think that is? Is that Manson?
That was a little quick for me. I couldn't read everything. I was trying.
I don't know. There was writing down below.
Yeah. That was really quick.
What Project Bluebeam, right? I'm about to go to sleep.
Yeah. With that being said, I have to get up early myself.
Yeah, I gotta go to bed. I got distractions going all around
I
me.
want to thank you, KK, for coming on here. I love you, brother.
Thanks.
I
Yeah.
think you're awesome. Please come on anytime you want. I would love to.
Thanks for having me. I mean, no, it was a good time. We had fun.
Yeah, I would love to hear your thoughts. T,
I switch up the.
love as always.
Of course.
Yeah. Stupid. Who's there? I'm gonna read off everybody I can. Better than gold. Thank you so much, brother, for coming on. Danny, love you. And
Much love, Danny.
Danny and Lisa, love you
Lisa. Whoop, whoop. All right, Michelle, I'm going to sleep. All right, hey, you guys having a good night.
Yeah, brother. I love you, man.
All right, TIU, love you,
Hey,
bro.
congratulations. Yet again.
All right, peace.
Mm.
Tracy and Rita and Change. Thank you, Change, for coming by. I didn't get a chance to say hello. Stupid. Cormac. Of course, Chuck Middleton. He's asleep now, of course. Dub Wilkinson, my best friend in the whole world. I love you. Horse Bomb. Everybody, if I miss your name, thank you so much for coming by here, guys. I love you guys. Thank you for stopping by. And until next week, we'll see you on the flip side. Love you guys. Take care. God bless.
Later.
Love you guys.